everybody. Welcome to the brand new MMA Roasted podcast. It's me, Adam Hunter. We have a great lineup today. We have Josh Barnett, the legend, the man, the myth, the guy who's fought in everything from Pride to the UFC to Strikeforce to K1. Did you ever do a K1?
I did the first ever K1 dedicated MMA show. It's called Romanex. So, of course, being Japanese, what the fuck does that mean? What the hell's a Romanex? It was like romance and extra. Like, how does that have anything to do with fighting in a way that you can market it normally?
That's pretty awesome.
If you want to market it in a different segment, then I suppose romance and extra with a couple of sweaty, half-naked guys
right.
make some money.
Of course.
I'm just going to want to get paid more.
On like Grindr or something. Now, who did you fight in that?
Rene Ruse. Completely insane, over the top, out of his mind, Dutch kickboxer who was like 6'8", and
jeez.
I told everybody, the refs, everyone, I go, this guy's going to cheat. He's known for it. He's going to do something. And they're like, okay. So I double leg him, pick him up, and I go to turn and take him away from the ropes. And he reaches over both the top two ropes, locks his hands, and refuses to let go as I'm yanking him on this thing.
What?
And the referee is slapping his hands, and he won't stop. So I had to put him down, yellow card him. He grabs the yellow. He's just like, what? Grabs the yellow card, flips it in the audience.
No way.
Yeah. So then part of the rules were...
This is in where?
K1.
K1
where?
in Saitama Super Arena in Tokyo.
Okay.
And part of the rules were if you start ending up under the ropes through action, that they were just going to stop it and restart it standing. Well, he pissed the referee off. So I took him down again. Boom. Slam him. Elbowing him in the guts. Mount him. He tries to skirt out under the bottom rope, and the ref just lets it keep going. I'm uppercutting him under the rope, over the rope, and knocking him out and waking him up and knocking him out.
Oh, my God.
No way.
Cursing at him. And so then they're like, oh, you want to fucking cheat? Yeah, come on, motherfucker, keep fucking. And
that's incredible.
And then their coaches, his refs, or his corner people were like, what the fuck? He's under the ropes. Why is it still going?
Now, is this
just like,
Is this on YouTube or anything?
Yeah, is there footage of this somewhere?
Maybe.
It's called Romanex?
K1 Romanex.
We also have Heather Jo Clark in studio.
Hello.
As well as CB Gold.
How's it going?
And Renato Laranja should be here pretty soon.
He will be here, but he will be late.
Oh, always late. I want to thank our sponsor, American Icon Autographs, AIASE.com. They have the best signed memorabilia from... everyone from Rampage to Sakuraba to Hulk Hogan to Walter Payton. I mean, they have everything. He's a good guy. He sponsors your girlfriend, American Icon Autographs, Colleen, for her last fight, her last win, which she dominated, which is awesome. So hit him up.
Found it.
We are also on Tip a Fighter. Tip a Fighter, if you like our podcast, you can tip us at tipafighter.com, tipafighter.com.
Nobody, these custom...
Yes.
Coasters don't pay for themselves.
Absolutely.
Somebody's got to put down hard-earned cash for this.
Yes, exactly. But it's an honor to have you. I've had a crazy week. I'll talk about my week for a second. So we had our big wrestling tournament. The kids that I coach had their big tournament. And Jake Ellenberger actually came and talked to the kids. He brought his baby with him. So he's like holding a baby while talking to middle school kids, which was pretty awesome.
Well, then everybody could relate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I'm glad you didn't ask me because I would have just had to tell you that I'm not allowed within 100 feet of kids.
Thank you. I actually believe that.
For an awkward conversation. It's not that I don't want to be there. It's just that the law says I shouldn't.
Do you want to have kids one day or no?
I would love to have a kid or kids. I don't care what gender either. I used to think that I wanted a boy just because it would simplify things because I don't have, an entire lineup potentially trying to fuck him. But
right.
At the end of the day, I started not giving a shit and thinking that, it would just be great to have a kid and try to form a little army for the apocalypse.
Does Colleen want to have kids?
Yeah, possibly.
I think she'd be a good mom. You guys would be good parents. But honestly, though, you'd be the worst guy. Like, I can imagine dating a girl and then her father is Josh Barnett.
Imagine him opening the fucking door.
I'd be so funny.
I'm here to take out, oh, shit.
Yeah, that would
do you want any magazines?
Do you want to come with us on a date? Make sure that I don't do anything?
Yeah.
That'd be hot. Heather, you want to have kids one day?
No.
Really? Mm-hmm. How come?
I don't know. I just think that my life purpose is something different than that. I like kids, and I think that I can help kids, and I think my life purpose is to inspire other people and motivate people. So, including kids. So yeah, I want to help and do that, but I just don't think that I want my own.
Yeah, I hear you. It was funny though, because when Jake brought his baby to the practice, the baby got scared because of the whistle and started crying. And I started yelling at the team, like, you guys are wrestling so bad, babies are crying. They were all laughing. But we had our big tournament Saturday, our big end of the year tournament. And speaking of crying, so we had this one kid on my team.
He's crying again.
Well, he was crying before the match. This kid cries like 10 times at practice, and he's a super sweet kid. Just it's the first time he's ever done anything physical. He's not really hurt. He's just scared. And at his first match ever, I told the ref, I'm like, hey, this kid might get upset. And we in like a minute, don't worry, don't panic. We look over, he was crying before. So I had to go over and be like, hey, man, just give it your best shot. So anyway, he has cut to the tournament. He ends up winning 2 matches and making it to the finals, right? And I was so proud of this kid because for where he's come, I actually started tearing. And I started tearing. I was
starting a landslide there.
It was like Rudy. It was like kind of like when they put Rudy in. And then my fiance looks at me. She's like, we've been dating for a couple of years, and I've never seen you cry, and this is what makes you cry.
Well, your double egg sucks. Why would I? How am I supposed to get emotional about that?
Exactly. Did you ever have that?
Did that go over well?
No.
Did he win?
He made it to the finals. He lost in the finals, but he didn't get pinned. He gave it his all. He's a 7th grader. He's this kid like. He wears like a T-shirt under the singlet because he's not and it said Pokemon.
Really?
Super cute, fun. I was so happy for him. Have you ever got emotional over someone that you train?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of emotions, or at least from my perspective. Well, I think it's probably from all coaches, but I get really attached to the people that I work with. It's a big investment, and so any people that I train, or if you see me in the corner, it's because there's a personal relationship, and the students that I work with it's more like a mentorship in that I didn't get to where I am today on the D list by doing it by myself. I had a lot of mentors and a lot of people look out for me and help me get to where I am today, to help me not just as an athlete but as a person and to try and have the kind of life that I want to live. And so, if I put my time and investment, it's not just about making money off you or getting you success. It's about, all right, there's a relationship here worth getting involved in, and through that we're going to do something together. So, have
you ever said no to someone who's got a ton of talent because you didn't like the person? Or you didn't want to work with them?
That's a good question. I think I don't think I put out the vibe that I'm that approachable to get me to work with you in the first place. So I don't necessarily. I don't think I've had that situation, but I don't know. Could happen.
I do notice though, like when you have these girls that you walk to the cage with them and you smack them in the face. And I'm like, man, have you ever...
That's just misogyny.
You ever nervous that you got hurt? Sometimes it seems like you're hitting the person harder than their opponent is.
Well, it's just kind of a thing. It's like getting ready for war. It's like, lighting up that part in your head. It's like, okay, this is it, man. This is forever. This is the time that you get to put everything that you've invested into yourself, not just in this camp, but in your life. Right. At this 15 minutes.
It's crazy though. Like with your girlfriend though, I always watch her because you like with the other girls, like with Shayna or Jessamine, you're right there. But with Colleen, you're like in the back hiding, and you're pacing back and forth. Like I could tell you're nervous, but you don't want to make her nervous.
No, I don't.
And it's like you don't want to even be. And I'm watching you, watching her. I could tell how proud of you are, but you don't want to like. It's a funny dance that you do with her.
There's funnier ones. Butterfly, Tootsie Roll,
right?
All that, sprinkler, Cabbage Patch.
Right.
They're much funnier
dances. But yeah. I'm just saying, it seems like
I don't want to. Yeah, I'm incredibly proud of her, and I think that her best is still yet to come. Like her potential, her level for potential is incredible, and all I ever want to do, not just with Colleen, but with everybody I work, I just want them to. I don't know what level of success is going to open up to them. I don't know how far that's going to go. I don't know what success at the end of the day is. What enough will be considered success to that person. But I know that if I can get them to do everything they could have and to give their absolute best, that at the end of the day, I would like to think that would be fulfilling in terms of the time and the pain and everything that goes with trying to do this sort of thing. So I just, I'm sitting back there and Colleen's fighting. I just want to see her have her ultimate moments in there, whatever comes of that.
Right. You bounced around, Heather, from trainer to trainer. Who's who you have? You were with Greg Jackson, then you were at Extreme Couture. Now you're back with Benny.
Well, I'm not.
She's been working on her grappling. You can't keep a hold of her.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. I mean, I've really been at 2 camps for the most part. I was at Syndicate for like nine months or something as well. I did do one fight, the boxing fight and an MMA fight, but majority of my career I've been at 2 camps. And Benny the Jet has been a sensei to me since I was a little girl. I've always have. My dad used to be the doctor at his students' fights at the Jet Center when I was like really young, and I used to see Kathy Long and see I mean, she's amazing. And then I got to train with her maybe a year ago for the first time, and that was incredible because I was.
Who's Kathy Long?
Who's Kathy Long?
I know,
I'm sorry.
right? Should we just leave?
Tell me, who's Kathy Long?
You want to leave?
I'm
Kathy
asking.
Long is one of the most legendary pioneers of
Women's
martial arts.
Yeah.
For women especially. She was one of the top kickboxers of her era. I actually coached her.
She's amazing.
For MMA.
She's 52 and she's still fighting.
Wow. I got her. I was a part of coaching her and prepped her for her last fight.
Nice.
Maybe she should be Gabby's next opponent.
Well, she hits hard. I mean, she's small, but she hits hard.
She's very, very good. Ooh.
By the way, Renato Laranja just showed up. 27-time world champion is here. Okay, no problem.
Well, that's cool.
Do you need a bottle?
So, did your...
Sure.
Hold that one. So I don't piss on this to the sea.
We'll
Do they get along, these two?
Yeah, they kind of do.
They have a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
Should have brought mine. They could have all played together.
So, Josh, what was your question?
I was going to ask Heather if your dad was tending after John Cusack when he got nailed in the nose.
No.
Oh, was that in that movie? They filmed it there?
Yeah, not say anything. It was...
It was Say Anything, yeah.
He's kickboxing, and he's talking about Maurice Smith or something. All of a sudden,
Boom.
he gets distracted and whack.
Yeah. That
He's
was
a
a great
black
scene.
belt under
That was the
Benny.
first time. Who is? John Cusack is?
Yeah.
That was the first time he got knocked out. Remember? He'd never been knocked out before
Yeah.
that, and he got knocked out in that scene. Yes. That was a great movie. I missed John Cusack movies.
Benny's logo. Like, that's how... Oh.
CB, you got to lose weight, man. You got to lose. CB, by the way, just fell off the chair.
I destroyed it.
You know what? I knew one of them was broken. I didn't know which one, but now I know that one. This other one's.
This one is broken?
Yeah, that one's broken.
Wow.
Yes, thank you. CB just broke the chair.
I fell off the bed yesterday.
CB was trying to autograph the chair, and he fell off it. So, all right.
That's messed up. If it would have happened to me, I would have been so upset.
CB, yeah, but CB's used to falling off shit. Yes.
Well, that's okay. We wouldn't have called you fat. We would have just talked about it when you weren't here.
Exactly.
Miles food.
So that was good. And then I had 2 comedy shows. I had a show the other night where I'm at the Dime Bar. It's Monday after the Super Bowl, so I know it's going to be empty because who's going to go out then? And of course, my high school headmaster showed up, right? With
Did he have his scholar cap on and a ruler? And did he look like what's his face from John Huseman from the Paper Chase?
I wish he did, but so
John Houseman, he was make money the old-fashioned way.
how?
We earned that one.
Okay.
Get out of here. My dog is still from the Dr. John. Hey.
So anyway, I was a pretty big deal in my high school. Hey, I hate to say it.
Okay.
But I was.
I was only a big deal in the fact that I took up more space. But.
So
But you were
won
homeschooled, Adam.
Well, I was homeschooled, yes, and I actually won.
Class of one.
But anyway, I had a 4.0.
No wonder you were so good at wrestling. Was your uncle at your house too?
Yes,
Grandma.
But I remember my headmaster telling me in high school, hey, listen, I'm worried that you're not going to have the success in the real world that you had in high school. I remember him like saying that to me, like actually concerned, right? And now cut to
that could cause some problems.
And cut to 23 years later, I'm at the Dime in front of 6 people, and he's in the crowd. So I was like, "Hey, remember you said I wasn't going to make it? Well, here I am at the Dime bar."
Take a picture. It'll last longer. I want you to preserve this moment.
But they had like
Depressing.
a high school reunion at my show. So it was like me and like a bunch of kids I went to high school, a bunch of teachers. But
you were homeschooled, so that's why it was 6
Yes,
people?
exactly. It actually went well, but I was like, Jesus Christ. So that was that. And then I had a show in Bakersfield Friday night where
That must have been a blast.
they had 11 comics before me, right?
Could anybody follow with all the meth?
And they had
It was
Does
local.
that make jokes funnier?
It was
or-
local comics out there.
11 local Bakerfields
They have
comics.
that many Bakerfields.
Yes,
Scratchy.
Yeah, and also smell like cow shit out there a lot.
exactly. And they had an intermission at the comedy show. Like, why have an intermission during a comedy show? It was just, by the time I went up, it was 3
Well,
hours
so you can
in.
buy his freshman, and you can get some Twizzler
Yes.
or Headvine or something like that.
Exactly.
And I,
Yeah, Mike, and also it's Adam and Eve, not Mike and Ike.
Mike.
Okay, never. This fucking guy is always go to Japan and experiment with a lot of different stuff.
yeah, they're into all kinds of weird things that Renato has yet to be able to accept. I mean, he likes eating octopus, but that's as far as it goes.
I like puss, but not with the octopi.
Yeah.
Eight is more than enough.
Yeah, I don't need. Yeah, exact.
So
I don't need to put a stuffed octopus on somebody's pussy to enjoy that one.
No, I know. There's a big debate. Josh is obviously
Is it
one
on
of
octopuses?
one of the best catch wrestlers ever. The history of catch wrestling.
He's a pitcher or a catcher.
That's
He's always been a one to catch, so I understand that one.
I can easily. I'm very receptive,
Well.
and the thing is, Renato, is proof that I've also been able to catch hearts.
Wow.
Well, that's true.
Now, but you're more of a jiu-jitsu guy, and he's more of a catch wrestler. Which do you think is the better martial art?
Well, there was, one is heel martial art, and the other one is, is WWF.
Do you think it's WWF?
And that's also the grade I give to that one.
an F.
Yeah.
So you don't believe in catch wrestling at all?
Well, it's cute. It's nice to entertain the guy. And it's like what they call that one. Some Mexican guys have a mask,
Like Lucha
it look
Libre?
like a BDSM, huh?
Luchador.
Lucha
Libre.
Cuba Libre. But I like that one. But then when it's time to get in there, look, that's not gonna help anybody.
Now, Josh, how would you respond to someone saying this?
Well, I mean, I guess, the fact that what he does involves him being in his pajamas, 23 hours a day, I suppose he enjoys a more leisurely approach to his physical interaction with other men.
Wow.
But, for me as a catch wrestler, I like to get real hands-on.
Oh.
I like to make sure to...
Yeah, so his the more manly one is to be having less clothes holding around with another man.
Right.
But then when I have clothes on and I keep a distance, I keep a barrier, so I don't get
the barrier is a good idea in your case, because even though most of that stuff you can only get once, I think it's best to keep it to yourself.
Wow. This looks like this might be a good Metamoris match.
Look.
Or,
this is a Metamucil as far as I'm concerned. and Heather Joe
for
Clark.
once,
Let Heather Joe Clark to say who she's more attractive. Who she'd rather have the juices to came on there with a pajama or not a pajamas. She want to have that one.
Heather, which one are you more attracted to?
Well, take a guess. Take a wild guess.
CB Gold.
Okay. Oh, CB Gold. Yeah, CB Gold.
Okay, CB Gold.
She's gonna be after his gold like a leprechaun.
All right, well, listen, they're both obviously catch wrestling, jiu-jitsu, both.
Oh, you do that? You dabble to that one?
No, I do it all. I do MMA.
You do all that one? What other stuff you did? Vale Trudeau? Anything go, huh?
Not quite Valley Tudo, no.
Okay.
No.
So we're going to call Rowdy Beck, by the way, right now. Rowdy Beck.
Oh, why are you gonna...
Now, Rowdy Beck and Heather have kind of a long beef. Heather beat Rowdy Beck in their fight.
But why you
Like
gonna...
like a kielbasa?
What? Yeah. No, that's Hillshire Farm.
So we're gonna call.
Wait, I thought she was from Australia. That's the Hillshire.
She's
farm.
from Australia.
Wait, why are you gonna hub salt to the wound? She just.
Well, we're gonna talk. We don't tell people just when they win. Then people that they lose, and we talk to
Well,
them.
she was just lost to the lesbian.
Tisha Torres.
Yeah.
I think she's bisexual. She dated men before. I don't
That's
know.
even better.
Yes. Have you ever
Well,
been with a
means-
lesbian?
means-
We already
affordable.
talked about lesbians the last time, huh?
Yes.
Bisexual. She's affordable.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
So
too.
we're gonna call Rowdy
Paying by
back.
the pound.
See where she is. She's not picking up right now.
Well, no wonder.
I
You told her Heather Joe Clark was here?
don't think she knows Heather's here. But I think
That's a good way to do it.
yeah.
Maybe she knows now.
So I don't.
Well, you know what? I know what you got to do. Tell her that your Uncle Nacho's here.
Yes. Obviously. Have you ever hung out with Heather Joe Clark?
No, but I mean, no. Heather, are you talking about Heather back?
I mean, with Rowdy Beck.
No, I didn't. That's why she's gonna want to come on here so she can kind of get a rapport with me and maybe open up a line communication. You know,
Yeah.
she's gonna.
Do you like the girls with tattoos and stuff?
I like all
He
that
likes
one.
the girls that call him back.
No. That's I take umbrage to that.
Well, why would you? I mean, it's difficult. It's difficult to operate in this day and age with a rotary telephone. But I do
No.
appreciate your classic sensibilities.
That was
I know
below-
that you like to have a very fine and
No.
wood grain type of lifestyle.
Well, that's true, but the other stuff
Fruits
she
and
said.
vegetables.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yes.
but that the other stuff is below the belt. You're very low energy.
Well,
You're low energy.
I didn't mean to be below the belt, but I didn't want to strike at anything too.
You don't want to strike at anything.
I didn't want to
Strike at anything too deep?
if it's below the belt, I figured it would be
Below
a very
the
light
colon?
touch. Yes.
Below the what do you call that? The prostate.
Well, I don't like you that much.
Oh,
Speaking of
God.
which,
But
speaking
there
of which,
is the green room, I believe, for this show is the acupuncture / massage parlor across the street.
I know I'm so tempted to go there, but I'm not going to.
There's a lot of unsavory character, to say the least,
Yeah,
over here.
exactly.
Okay, my brother.
Now, by the way, did you watch the Heather Joe Clark Tisha Torres fight? Heather, I mean the Rowdy Beck Tisha.
Man, this is
Rowdy
really
Beck-
good.
Why you keep calling her to call
Yes.
her head to go?
Did you watch the Rowdy Beck fight?
Huh?
So, yeah, I did. Yes.
What did you think of it?
It went exactly
How you
how I
thought?
want. I mean, I was a little surprised that Beck actually got anything on Tisha because I really
She's
just
fast
think
and
Tisha
evasive.
is very fast. Yeah.
I thought you was talking. Okay, I thought you was talking about Beck, and then I was like, what are you
No.
talking
I'm
about?
saying I'm surprised Beck was able to do anything because she
No,
did get a
him, though.
takedown.
Oh, God, she's
No, Beck's not fast.
So you're saying that Beck, his Rawlings is slow?
Well, I mean, I would
Speed
say
isn't
that she'd be
her-
speed challenged in terms of
God,
Tisha
you
Torres,
know,
but here's the thing: she's
howdy
more
back.
of a straight up
Brawler.
I mean, she's got technique and gusto and guts, and she comes forward and she fights. But not to say that Tisha doesn't fight; it's just that she's very evasive,
In and
very
out.
quick, in and out.
She's the fastest girl I've ever been
And,
gone.
you know,
Spartan.
I can
has
see
great
that.
sidekicks
God,
She's
and
very
good
fast.
hands, and is very hard to get a beat on. And so, for Beck to try and put that power
Yeah.
shot on her over and over again would be really difficult to find that target.
Tisha's also just mentally she's just very focused and centered. She doesn't really get emotional when something doesn't happen or she gets taken down. She just keeps that pressure. It's almost like a robot in there that just is doing what she's supposed to do. She's not getting overly excited or down on herself if something happens. And I think that it comes a lot if you ever try to talk to Tisha about technique and breaking down technique, she's I don't understand. She doesn't learn that way. She doesn't
She has to
talk
do a
to you about
hands-on
that.
approach.
Yeah, it's just
kind of like
yeah.
Hanato's teaching style.
If you ever been to one of my women's seminar, BJJ seminar, it's a very hand-on approach.
I always love the fact that Hanato makes sure as a training tool. To
Yeah.
go, okay, here's what we do if you're going to get attacked by a man's section. Now here's how it's going to happen.
Well, look, if
And
I don't do
these are the
that,
signs that you need to look out for.
yeah.
So it's more of an educational process. Then it's okay, and then after that's happened, here's how you defend it.
So,
What other ways to make sense?
Right.
so after the first round, Rowdy Beck's corner kept saying, turn it into a street fight.
Of course.
Now, what would you do?
The streets of Australia.
Well, how would I make it into a street
Yeah.
fight? I would have just slipped her a knife and been like, spit at the ref and then stab her.
She needed to block.
Or
She
chain.
needed to cut Tisha off. She needed to push her back. She needed to, brawl. And Beck is really good at holding your head and giving you uppercuts and making that. That's what what I mean.
hockey fight.
Like a hockey
Yeah.
fight. And she
Right.
needed to get a hold of Tisha to do that. But Tisha was in and out and angles and stuff. And, I mean, I fought her. So I know in the first 2 rounds, I kind of, messed her up. And in the 3rd round, she came forward and did that kind of to me. And I felt like that was where she had her best bet with me. So
Now, why you got a beef to Bec Rawlings?
we were on the Ultimate Fighter together.
So that
and
means inherently you have a piece.
Because they hate each
No,
other
that's
when they
the
don't that.
start.
A lot of the girls, I noticed a lot of the, because I had met you before you was on
Yeah.
that through the Chitlin
Grapevine.
circuit and also the
Chitlin circuit?
Yeah, the Chitlin circuit. And we known each other vaudeville a lot of years, and also was. What was the Borscht Belt?
The Borscht Belt? She's what did she do with
the
the
Jewish comedy?
Yeah, she's a comic.
Well, look, you don't know from Head Skelton.
Okay, go
Okay.
on. I don't know. Go
Okay,
on.
so never mind that.
Right.
So
Okay.
they were
Remember,
just.
Renato thinks of himself as kind of a Lenny Bruce of jiu-jitsu.
Well,
Yeah. And he's more the Bruce. Okay.
Oh, you got a lot of fucking nerve. But what I wanted to say is we have met
said
each other
some more.
before, and she was very attracted to me.
Yeah.
And she was also very, so because of that, she was all smiles and was.
Well, she dated another Brazilian. She married a Brazilian.
You're married now?
No, but she married Diego Brandao.
Oh, for you?
She was married to
Diego
him.
Brandao.
The guy from the Ultimate Fighter.
Where are you?
Yeah, you.
Okay,
street guy
okay.
named, favela named Bizarro.
yeah, I remember that. And also Last Chango in Paris.
Yes.
Where he go like this. He goes, I'm going to get a pig to fuck you.
Now that's Marlon Brando.
Oh,
yeah.
And then he was like, what else he said that? I want you to, and then I want the pig to vomit in your face. And then
That's
I'm
a
going
lot to ask of a pig. The
Yeah.
best I can get.
Well,
but
check this
now,
out.
Hey, pig, throw up.
Then he goes, I want you to swallow the vomit.
What the
And-
fuck were we
hold
talking
on,
about?
I'm going to finish what he told.
Go
It's a
on.
quote. And then he goes, and then I want the pig to die while he's fucking you. And then he goes,
All a lot to ask of a pig.
it is. And then one last part.
Right.
No wonder.
He goes, then I want you to go behind the pig, and I want you to smell the dying farts to the pig.
Oh,
Okay?
wow.
Are you?
And
oh,
I'm gonna tell you the truth. That's a direct quote.
I don't
And
remember
if you wanna
Look at this on IMDb.
if you wanna think that I'm lying, let's go to the video, JP.
I didn't
Okay.
remember.
Okay,
Because-
I'm really starting to understand why W.C. Fields said, "I never work with children or animals."
Or pigs.
Well, that's another thing. He also said, "Get out of here, kid! You bother me," and that's one of the things that I live by.
why- yes,
and
that's
he
why
also
you-
said, and he was also like to have a little nip, like I like to have some time when I'm announcing.
little bit.
When I'm announcing, I have a little nip in there.
Yeah.
And then he said one time, he goes,
medicine.
"Somebody put grapefruit juice in my grapefruit juice." You know?
So Roddy Beck.
Okay, but hold on. Okay, so listen.
Listen to what am I listening to?
I'm gonna get a pig.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
I'm gonna have the pig fuck you.
Wow.
And I want the pig to vomit in your face.
Hmm.
And I want you to swallow the vomit. You gonna do that for me?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
I want the pig to die while you're fucking. And then
Thanks,
you have
Nato.
to go
So the
behind us.
Koreans
I want you to
are-
smell the dying farts of the pig.
Pig farts?
You gonna do all of that for me?
I wish I
Yes,
wrote
and
this.
more than that. And worse.
Yes, and she didn't have a problem with that. She said, yes, and more than that, and worse.
Wow.
What could you?
Okay, so you think that I'm the one who's sick, but it was the guy that she was married that was
Diego
the one who
Brandao,
said it.
yes, Marlon
or
Brando.
whatever, Marlon Brando.
Yeah, she was married to Marlon.
His cousin.
Heather
Why
was.
is that
So anyway,
No,
listen,
readily available on your Instagram?
because I just posted a couple days ago. But let me tell you something,
Yeah.
okay? So even aside from all that, because you guys got off on a tangent about
we did,
about
yes. We
fucking
did, yes, we did.
about Marlon Brando.
Yeah, we did.
About
We
Marlon
did. Sorry
Brando.
about that.
Sorry.
Wait, now Diego Brandao, that's the one that fought. Like he also fought
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor. Okay, yeah, he's gonna stab somebody and stuff like
He
that.
just
wow.
he got arrested recently for beating up a bouncer at a strip club.
Hey, look, you can't blame that guy.
He
But he's
actually-
a kind of good-looking little guy.
He
over
actually
there.
pistol whipped him.
Okay, pistol whipped the guy.
Renato, you told Dustin Poirier, I'm going to stab you with a
I remember that. It does well. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't want to bring up sore
Okay,
subjects
so
about that.
he's got a mouth, yeah.
But I could see how he's attracted. He's Brazilian.
He's
He's
an
a-
emotional character.
He's an emotional guy, and I mean, he's also, as you know, those kind of guys typically have two sides, right? There's like they're emotional and they're kind of crazy,
Crazy
but they're
and
also very
deranged.
funny and sweet. And he has
Less
a lot. Yeah, he has a lot of.
Yeah,
really
and he have like a little
good
winning
qualities.
smile, like a
He has a
like
great
a little.
smile.
No, he does. He have.
I stab you a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little. These. No, it's like
Oh, look
here's
at that
the I
knife
like you stab, and then
for the
here's
hacker.
And Josh, why do you have a knife on you?
Let the hacker to be shown.
in case I need to open a bottle or open up.
Who's stabbing you?
Yeah.
I never understood. Like when I met Frank Mir the first time, he had like
Look, he's not
No,
Frankie
hold on.
Mir.
Hold on. I even made a joke about finding Frank Mir. I'm like, how's this? You know, I heard this guy's like covered in knives.
He
He's
is.
like I'm taped and he's got like a knife nipple ring and all this stuff. And it's just like, how do you even have sex with that dude without like cutting him to pieces? It's like a bad scene out of Hellraiser.
And the guy's huge, and he
That's
walks
a good
around with a
one.
knife around his neck, a gun in his back pocket, a knife like. In
Well,
his
he's from
shoe.
Vegas, no?
Yeah.
Well, it's that kind of shit. No, I mean, it seems like a kind of a Vegas kind of style.
This knife is just for like opening boxes, whatever. But really,
What about
I cut
opening
him with
boxes?
these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You cut him with these. Well, a karate man bruise on the inside.
Inside.
Yeah.
They don't show their weaknesses.
Right.
So yeah.
Quart of blood.
All right, so let's talk about. What's funny? So
Bruce Lee was his teacher.
The main event last week, right? So I'm watching the Korean Zombie versus Bermudez,
Oh,
right?
poor
And I'm
Bermudez.
watching the fight, and Bermudez is beating him in the beginning, and I turn to Bree, and I go, man, I should have bet on this fucking fight. This guy hadn't fought in 3 years. This is the easiest fight you could call. I'm so stupid. I could have won, and then boom,
Yeah.
fucking knocked
But
out.
that's why they call the fucking guy the zombie. It's not like he don't take damage and shit like that. I
Yeah.
mean, that's his shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
He just keeps coming.
Yeah.
Eating brains.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Unbelievable. I mean, I give the guy a lot of credit.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that they should have made him serve in the military, like the athletes?
Well,
in
but
Korea?
that's what you sign up for when you're in South Korea.
But what about when he didn't really signed up to be born in fucking South Korea?
No, I mean, that's-
look. The way I look at it. If it's your duty, you got to do what you got to do. Should
Yeah.
they have made him do it? Absolutely not. Because look at this. What's a better... People from countries do the fucking Olympics, and they spend so much money training and doing all that kind of shit just to get people to go, look at Korea. Look at this fucking place. Look at the Bahamas. Whatever.
Look at the Bahamas.
Yeah. Well, the
I thought they
bobsled...
really had their own
The
sort of
bobsled team or
marketing
whatever.
Beyond that.
Never mind that. The Bahamas always did good. It's fake
Wait,
media.
That's the Bahamas. It's
news.
the
Fake
Jamaican.
news.
Listen, you from
Jamaican.
Jamaica, as far as I'm concerned.
Why?
Climb up over there.
Why is he from Jamaica?
Listen.
Okay, no, he's got a point. I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I forgot now my train.
He's saying the
thought.
Korean Zombie.
Yeah. So anyway, why the fuck I'm gonna waste a guy who's a celebrity who's making some noise for
Yeah.
Korea? He's even got American fans talking about Korean Zombie, and then you're gonna take dehail that train to make him be one nameless motherfucker in the army where he's not even doing shit. They don't even have a war right now.
Yeah.
You know what
I'm saying?
I
What-
understand.
what the
And
fuck sense
I
does
think
that make?
What you're saying is relevant.
Yeah.
I really do, and that's big coming from me talking to you. Normally. but it is kind of weird when you share a border with like the complete antithesis of your country, and they like the
By the way-
idea of burning you, bombing you, blowing you up, whatever.
True.
And they have an entire population of brainwashed, disinformation people.
Like where?
North Korea?
Oh, there.
Yeah.
I
Did
thought
he-
you was
no,
talking.
the other place that they share a border with.
Oh, I thought you was talking about something else.
Did he want to actually go, or
That's a
did
good
he
question.
not?
I don't think any of us have asked him.
I don't know. He
Maybe
probably-
because I don't speak Korean or know
Yeah,
him.
I'm not sure. He probably is a patriot, and he probably said, "Look,"
All the
because he didn't
bulgogi I can
complain.
eat, I'm in.
He didn't complain, but he probably went, this is my duty, and he probably got a lot of fans in Korea behind that shit. Like, oh, he's the heel guy.
Women love men in uniform.
Yeah, but wear a fucking UFC uniform, and he's gonna get some American pussy
So
over
you saying
here.
Yeah,
Reebok
that's a good point.
is a better look
Hibok, no,
than some bars and stars?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm just asking. I mean, I don't know what.
By the
how
way, we
you-
got Rowdy
you
Beck
see
online. Rowdy Beck. Hello, Beck?
What happened to that?
Rowdy Beck.
What kind of computer does Texas Instrument?
Hello, Rowdy Beck.
things. It's a graphing calculator.
That's a yeah. What the?
I see her. It says we're connected.
I can see her too, but that's an old picture. That's not live.
I know. Oh, fuck. All right, I want to try this again.
She's have a mouth open. How long she's gonna do that?
Heather, would you want to fight Beck again?
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a point, but
It pays.
yeah.
All right, I'll be fucking really big.
But we'll talk about a girl that two girls that you fought
Lisa.
last week. Felice Herrig looked great against Grasso.
Yeah.
Beck. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Rowdy Beck. How's it going?
Hey,
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good. You're on the MMA Roasted podcast. It's me, Renato Laranja, Josh Barnett, CB Gold, and Heather Jo Clark. What's going on?
Not a lot. I just got up and was doing the mum duties.
Nice,
Get
nice.
breakfast ready.
You got
Yeah.
breakfast? What? This is you, Uncle Hanach.
Brekkie.
You know who that is?
Sorry, what was that?
Do you know who Renato Laranja is?
Do I know who?
Renato Laranja?
I think so. I'd need to see your face.
You don't know nothing. You've been staying to the Outback. You was doing a walkabout too long.
Okay, he's a 27-time world champion jiu-jitsu guy. But Bec, how are you? You just came off a fight with Tisha Torres. You look solid. It was an entertaining fight. Fortunately, you didn't get the win. What would you do differently if you were going to fight Tisha again?
I probably wouldn't kill myself 24 hours beforehand.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
expect to perform at 100%.
Yeah.
That's probably that's what I would have done. I wouldn't have accepted a fight at strawweight.
How much
It was
weight? How much weight did you have to cut?
I think all up I did I don't even know, 17 in water weight, but I
Damn.
dieted down
How did it get so?
a lot.
I'm sorry,
Not
this
even
is
just
Josh. How did it
even the
get
water cut.
to such a extreme degree for you? I mean, just curious.
What was that?
I said, this is Josh. I was just curious, how did it get to such an extreme degree for you? I mean, because you hadn't... I mean, you fought at strawweight before, right?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, and
so-
I'm sure you're pretty used to your weight cuts and that kind of thing. I mean, that sounds... I mean, I don't know that you've not cut 17 pounds in water weight before. I mean, a lot of people, when it comes to cutting weight, they have what is acceptable to them and what isn't. But, that seems really rough.
Yeah, so basically when I first started fighting, the cuts to strawweight were easier, but the older I'm getting and the longer I've been cutting and abusing my body to get to strawweight, the harder it's become. And I was diagnosed with thyroid disease earlier this year, which is also adding to everything. It's just been I've just had a really shitty run. I fractured my femoral neck last year, so I was out for a long time on crutches. I was on crutches for 6 months. I've had 3 screws put into my hip, and pretty much since then, shit just hasn't been working.
So,
Can I just say, it sounds like a lot of excuses to me.
1,200 calories and train 3 times a day, and weight just doesn't want to shift. So my body's pretty much telling me that it fucking hates me right now.
So, Heather, what were you saying?
No, go ahead, Josh.
I was just going to say that do you have plans to fight at strawweight anymore, or are you completely done with the idea of fighting at strawweight? And if do you think that if maybe in terms of just a different weight management approach, just based on now these other external factors, that strawweight is still a possibility, although you would have to you'd have to approach it differently because you can't get the same out of your weight cuts that you used to.
Look, there's no other approach I can take. I literally have explored every avenue that I can take. I probably haven't eaten over 1,600 calories in the past 6 months. And
all total or the same night?
Pardon?
All 1,600 calories for the whole month?
No, that's per day. Just talking about per day.
Okay, well, I mean, I just gotta say, it sounds like a lot of excuses to me because I have thyroid disease for the last couple of years, and I've been dealing with injuries on top of injuries on top of injuries, and I mean, you end up adding more weight to your body. We don't have to say why or how, but when you add that and then you expect to make the weight, I don't understand. It comes to a point where what's more important, the way you look or your career?
Yeah, and so because you have a thyroid disease, you're saying that mine is exactly the same, and my body
Oh
is
no, it
reacting
took
exactly
a
the same as
lot,
yours.
Beck. It took a lot for me to get to level off my hormones and everything, and I still take medication.
That's great. That's great that you've got all your numbers and shit dialed in, but I'm not. That's not the case for me, and it's easy for people on the outside looking in and to say that I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that, but they fucking don't know shit. Like, you don't know shit. It's easy for you to sit there.
It's not
fucking
actually.
talk
I
shit.
do know
Say,
shit
you've
because
got
I make
this and
weight.
you've got
I've made
that.
weight every
It looks
fight.
like you're making excuses. Look, it's not an excuse. This is fucking reality right now, and this is why I'm refusing to fight at strawweight again.
Well,
And I
if
don't- I
you
don't have to-
there's
I don't
there's
have
things that you can do to
I
train
do not have
yourself.
to
There's
answer to you.
periodization.
Shut the fuck up. I'm not on this podcast to fucking talk to your stupid ass. I fucking came on to talk to Adam. Shut the fuck up.
Well, Adam has me on the podcast and I have a mic in front of me, and I'm welcome to speak at any time
I think
so.
a catch weight fight at 125 between Beck and Heather is the only thing that can solve this.
Well, I don't know why I'd have to go up in weight when I make weight every time, and I know how
That's
to train
great.
myself.
You stay, hey Heather, you stay at that weight. Stay in your own fucking lane. I'm not asking you to come up in weight. I wasn't even asking to talk to you or have this discussion with you. I was asked if I was going to.
It's funny that you just have to curse at me. You can't really actually
No,
say anything.
We're not trying to. I'm not trying to ambush Beck.
Yeah, no, but she.
No, it fucking is.
No, she's gonna sit there and say, how many times that I've just made excuses. Well, you know what? I mean, I fought with a torn ACL, and
Yeah, but that's you. This is her.
okay, but she can't sit there and make excuses either. If she's gonna sit there and talk shit about people who make
Whatever the
excuses.
fuck I want. People ask me a question and I'm answering it. I'm not going to fight at 115 again. There's my fucking answer. Why the hell should I have to explain myself to you? The
Oh,
fuck have you done?
What have I done? I beat your
Who the
ass.
fuck are you? What do I owe you? Do I owe you anything, Heather? No. If you why does it affect you that I don't want to fight at 115 again?
Oh, that doesn't affect me. No, it doesn't. Not at all.
It doesn't. So shut up.
What does that have to? What?
So how are the kids? So Beck.
So classy.
Why the purple hair? Why the purple hair? Hello? She hung up.
Did she for real?
I think she hung up. Beck.
What?
Oh, she didn't hang up. Thank God.
Of course she didn't hang up.
So when you gave the crowd the finger in the third round, right? Were you pissed that they were were you just pissed because there was an entertaining fight and they were booing and you were like, "Fuck that"?
They were just saying stupid shit, and it's just annoying when you put your ass on the line to entertain them and they're disrespectful assholes.
Beck, was it the fans or was the other coach?
Oh no, the coaches were cool. I like ATT. It was the fans.
Yeah, I fucking can't stand that. To be honest, I can't fucking stand. One of the stuffs I can't stand is people who boo fighters. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's you.
I never booed a fighter. The only time I would ever boo a fighter is maybe if like the fucking guy was stomping somebody's brains out when they already stopped the fight or something like that. Something like disgusting like that. But for more action, you're gonna boo a fight or somebody's game plan because they want to be smart in a 5-round fight. They don't want to fucking gas out in the first round. To boo a fighter, stay the fuck home.
And if not to mention, it was a good fight. It was I mean, they were throwing down.
But even if it wasn't a fucking good fight, never mind. You're gonna boo the chef at Benihana. You're gonna boo.
Again?
This ain't the fucking.
If he doesn't make the fucking volcano
Exactly.
with the onions, then yes, I am booing the
Okay.
chef.
Well,
Or if he doesn't get the thing in your when he
Yes, if you can't
sit
put
in your
the
mouth.
shrimp into my mouth.
look, that guy's had a hard time already. He's fucking gotta pretend he's Japanese. He's a Mexican guy with no green card.
I was there last
Okay.
night. You're right.
Yeah.
You know what the best is when you're at a Benihana, but when you go to some place like Ichiban, Teppanyaki, and it's all ran by Koreans, and they come
Yeah.
in like irashimasu, like
Yeah, it's
you don't have to
bullshit.
say that.
Bullshit.
I know you're not
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
But back to that. We're back to the fans booing. Wait, what the fuck were you talking
she gave the
about?
finger to the fans.
Yeah.
No,
But then he got off on Benihana.
But
It's not. Listen,
Australia, no, in Australia, I think that's a way of saying hello.
no. That's at Showtime at the Apollo. You're talking
Australians are the
That's
most.
called the hook.
Australians are the most real
That's the-
people I met in my life. They don't fuck around.
about. Well, you see that, back. I can always see that because I've learned a lot about Australian culture because we have a restaurant out here. It's a chain, but it's called Outback Steakhouse.
Yes.
And a lot of the time in the commercial, they show us just a glimpse into the culture.
Small bit.
Culture, and they show us that these guys like to have fun. They do a blooming onion. They're always on the beach, and you know they do stuff just a little different way out there.
Is that true, Beck? Is Outback Steakhouse a good, indication of what it's like in Australia?
I'd never heard of a bloomin' onion until I walked into Outback Steakhouse.
What? This is the.
I thought bloomin' onions just ran wild.
Yeah.
In the Outback.
No.
The real Outback. And it was just like kind of a thing that you guys would go out like, Easter egg hunting. Catch that onion. It's bloomin'.
Yeah.
Beck, how far do you live from that guy who punched a kangaroo?
How far what?
You know the guy who punched a kangaroo on YouTube? The kangaroo?
Oh, yeah.
Was that like in your backyard? How far was that from you?
No. I think he lives like out in the bushland.
In the bush.
I'm in suburbia.
Now,
Do you drive a ute?
No, I don't.
What the fuck is a
I
ute?
used to actually.
She knows what a ute is. Tell him what a ute is.
What's a ute?
It's like you guys call it a truck, like the flatbed truck.
It's like a El Camino.
Gotcha. Now, I remember last time you were dating that Latin guy
Oh.
from The Ultimate Fighter. You guys were
Which
in
guy?
I think he was an Ultimate Fighter in Mexico. Masio Fullen. That's
There's a
his
lot
name.
of Latin guys, aren't there?
Wow, you know.
Beck and Magana one time invited me over to their room
Oh, caralho.
in Vegas, and I show up. I get all these drinks and weed. I'm
You
like,
thought it was going down.
there was 37 Mexican guys in the fucking hotel room.
Oh,
they were
no.
just cleaning the room.
It was they were not cleaning the room. I wish they were. It was the worst, dude. I had a good night,
What a
but
weird way to
I fucking can't stand when I get set up like that.
it went from a porno to a Telemundo Bukkake in
Why-
fucking in 3 seconds.
Why you did that to Adam Hunt?
Yeah,
They just wanted to climb that wall.
Beck, I got set up there, right?
I don't know what Angela told you were walking into, but
I was walking into an anti-Trump
definitely
rally.
weren't set up.
This is fucking hot. So anyway, Beck, are you still dating that guy?
No, we were never
No.
dating. We're just
No.
homies.
So you're single now?
No, I'm not single.
Oh,
How long it takes to get over that other guy? Not that long, huh?
Well, Australia's pretty small.
God,
so,
are you?
I mean, you just take it. Well, it's not that small, but I guess enough.
who are you going out with?
I'm dating someone from Australia.
Is he an Aborigine? Is
No.
he Abo?
He's actually South American. Yeah.
Yeah, no, okay. Well, I was getting
I
there.
find Latinos everywhere.
Yeah, caralho. South America, you
No.
like that one.
Now you're in a fight right now with Gabby Garcia on Twitter.
What?
That's cool.
And Gabby challenged you to a street fight and
even
said she's
better.
going to show up at your gym and fight you.
Wait, hold
And then
on.
you said, "Bring it on."
Is this fucking Double Dragon or Street
Yeah.
Fighter 2? And Rowdy Beck is like, I gotta rescue my girlfriend. She's stomping down the street, and then fucking the mini boss shows up, and it's Gabby Garcia.
Wait,
I don't know if she's the mini boss. She's probably the head, the last
Well,
one.
no, see,
Last
the last
level.
boss is always some asshole in a suit with a fucking gun.
That's
All
true.
right, so
And he's-
wait. So what
Double drag.
happened
Oh,
there?
those was
Why
the
why
day.
are you fighting with Gabby Garcia?
because why do
So
people climb
basically, her
mountains?
last fight when she fought the grandma in the wrestling,
Yeah.
Look, the R's in
the
there.
grandma wrestler.
Yeah, but she was a catch hustler.
Someone
hey.
asked-
You look, she did a lot. She did a lot of hope work. What do you call that when you go?
Yeah, no,
she got
she
the
hit the
centrifugal
ropes.
force or whatever.
Yeah, it just needed one more bounce, and it would have worked.
You know, you guys underestimate.
These are things that I just wouldn't expect you to be able to pick up on. But that's okay. I don't hold it against you.
How old is
I don't
Ric
know how to
Flair?
tie my
Wait,
belt.
let-
How old is Ric Flair? He's still doing that.
All right. So what happened? So she fought the grandma.
So someone asked me on my page like what I thought about it, and I said it was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Like I don't think she should have been in there fighting Gabby. Like she was a grandma that's never had a fight.
Well, do we actually know whether or not that she has?
Yeah, she might just be an old lady. She don't have to be a grandma.
An old
That's prejudice.
You know, and spinsters need to do things to keep their lives moving too.
Yeah.
All right. Go on.
Automatically, she's a
That's all.
grandma.
Like nothing ever came of it. Like someone asked my opinion, I gave it, and that's it. And then when I missed weight, Gabby Garcia came at me on Instagram, on Twitter.
You made a new friend.
saying that I'm unprofessional.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched the Looney Tunes?
It was like all in broken English.
No, seriously. Have you ever seen Looney Tunes cartoons?
Yeah.
Sent me a photo of her and Paige Van Zandt at like 2 a.m. Like something like, "Hey, remember
kinky.
this girl?"
The two of them?
Yeah.
And yes, I think she was just trying to stay relevant.
I just
I
think
don't
it's
know.
kind of like
I
those
honestly
Looney
don't know
Tunes
what came out
cartoons
of
where you got
nowhere.
the big abominable snowman and he just wants to hug you and squeeze you and
Call you George. She might like. They don't know that one. They only know the Tasmanian devil.
Possibly, but okay. Since you're an Aussie, at any point when critiquing that match, did you refer to anybody as a cunt? I mean, that's
I
kind of
can't.
No, I didn't.
No.
You know, I refrain from using that word unless it's absolutely necessary.
Well, in Australia, I mean, to what
Yeah.
level does I mean, I think your guys' standards for the use of throwing cunt around is a little different than ours.
It's like,
Well,
bro.
yeah, when I'm in
Cunt beer,
Australia,
cunt,
it's,
cunt chook.
Yeah.
it's easy going here, but I mean, like, if I was going to call someone a cunt in America, like, they'd want to deserve it.
So if Gabby shows up at your gym because she says she's coming to Alliance to fight you, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna fight? I mean, she outweighs you by 100 pounds.
Are you gonna knock over some garbage cans
She
and
will
find a
not
pipe?
come to Alliance. She's just all talk. She's like one of those big, you know, she's used to being big and like scaring everyone, and she's used to people like submitting and backing down from her. So I think she was kind of like, she didn't know what to do when I didn't.
I think you should throw barrels at her, like Donkey Kong.
You should look for the dynamite.
Wouldn't it go the other way? Wouldn't Gabby be the one throwing
Well,
the
you know what?
barrel?
I do have
yeah.
something to say about Gabby and her fight.
Right.
Here, this is not a critique. This has nothing to do with the fight itself. Can you hear me, Beck?
Yeah.
All right. We're making sure you're included.
Well, what's better if you're talking to this or talk? Because I feel like you're
I'm
talking
all
to the
over place.
computer.
No, I don't even know what to do with my fucking hands. All right. So the thing is, yes, that was a fight that didn't really make any sense. Okay, now, especially to us because we're not Japanese, and that's not like I'm not talking ethnically. I mean, culturally, that girl Hota and then the girl that was really supposed to fight her, Kandori, both are famous. Legendary Japanese professional wrestlers.
That old lady was that one?
Yes, and they actually had MMA fights in Japan long before women's MMA was a culturally, or I should say globally accepted thing, or even a real option to create that opportunity for themselves. And so they all have fighting backgrounds. They've been out there and fought no rules, bare knuckle stuff. I mean, they were tough and they were pioneers. But she's far above her age. She stepped in to fight because the original grandma, as people are calling it, got hurt in training, and so in a way, it was Hota was taking and sticking up for her friend Kandori and showing respect and covering her back, and it was about honor. But at the same time, if I'm in Gabby's position, if you're going to pay me to fight someone, I mean, yes, who would I prefer to fight? Somebody a better.
You want to fight the Condor?
But but.
Yeah, like Howard Hadford did it in the 7 days to the Condor.
But the Condor. But if you're like, hey, you fight this dude, if you fight Joe Schmo, I'm like, fuck it. Does Joe Schmo pay as good as fucking the Abobo, from Double Dragon? I'll fight him. At the end of the day, it's not my responsibility to look after
You're not the
my
matchmaker.
opponents or to make sure that I get a good fight. I mean, I'm not the matchmaker. My responsibility is to go out there, fight, and then cash my check.
Yeah, that's a very good. That's a sober, way that you have to looking at that. Because I agree, she showed a lot of honor. She did some very honorable move off the hopes.
She did,
and that showed a lot of respect and honor, and it was taste. It was a very tasteful appearance.
We're in the back, and Gabby's standing there, and I go, what were you going through your head when she started hitting the rope? She goes, oh my God, I had no idea. I just thought, what the hell is happening? I don't know what's going to happen. Please, God, don't let me get knocked out right now because I have no clue. And she's just like, I was scared. I didn't know what the fuck to do because this woman's running up and down the ropes, and I'm just thinking, this is the worst possible scenario that could possibly go down. This is that critical moment where please don't fuck up. Please don't make the wrong choice.
Can you imagine?
Well, remember there was a time
now,
when
Beck, do you think you could beat Beck? Do you think you can beat Gabby in a fight? Beck.
Wake up!
Sorry,
Beck.
what?
Do you think
Sorry,
you can beat? Do you think you can beat Gabby in a fight?
Yeah, of course. Like,
All right.
I'm not gonna talk shit to someone that I don't think I could beat.
I think Ryzen should make that fight.
Well, they got some tough chicks out in Australia, porra. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, Rowdy Beck is
Like,
used to like
at
strangling
the end of the
wallabies
day,
and stuff.
I don't
Of
understand
course.
why she's coming. Like, if she has an issue with what I
Drop
said,
bear.
like, someone asked me my opinion, I gave it. Why didn't she just come to me when that happened? Like, hey, I don't appreciate you saying this, blah blah blah, and like I would have told her, like, I'm not saying you're fucking ridiculous. I just my opinion of that fight, it was ridiculous, whatever. But she obviously sits on it, stews on it, and then waits for
It's a lot of
people
stew.
to start
Maybe
talking
she
shit
doesn't
about
like
me because
you.
I missed weight, and then she jumps on the bandwagon and starts talking shit too.
There's a
And that,
bandwagon?
in my eyes, is fucking weak.
Well, the
That
good thing
in my
about
eyes,
Gabby,
she's
if
a
you,
fucking coward.
if you
God,
fight,
are you?
if you fight Gabby, you can miss weight by 80 pounds and still fucking come under it.
no-
Well, that's what I
big deal
mean.
there.
It's like this bitch is saying, "Oh, you're unprofessional because you missed weight." It's like, bitch, you don't even have to make a weight class. You can literally inject your ass with any anabolic fucking cocktail, roid up to the gills, beat up grandmas, and not have to make a weight.
She works her ass off. That girl.
Don't
Gabby.
you chime in there.
Yeah, no, you
Yo,
can't
we
say
just
that.
find it-
That's disrespectful because that girl does work her ass off.
The day that all the chairs die.
He almost broke the chair. See, that's what you get, a professional hustler in here. The guy's breaking chairs and doing all kind of fucking bullshit. Look at this fucking shit. And then you guys was
You know
almost.
what? This is supposed to be like quality mortise and tendon stuff.
Yeah, that's Martin. That's Martin Downey Jr., not Martin Chanis. Okay. Well, let me
I
tell you.
barely feel Donahue.
Let me just,
Well,
a
listen,
lot of
we
the
gotta get
kids
to
don't
James
respect-
Vick. Rowdy Beck.
No, hold on. You're gonna get to James Vick. We're gonna get to him in a sec.
Okay.
Okay. We was just got her held down from Heather Jo Clark, and now you got her back upset again. Okay.
No, I just think that
they're trying to fix the chair.
I've met
Oh, don't
Gabby,
start
I've
on a
seen her-
sour
I've
note.
seen her train, and I think that whatever.
Absolutely. She probably does train hard. I'm not saying that she doesn't. I'm just saying don't come at me and say I'm unprofessional for missing weight when you don't even have to make a fucking weight division. Like,
Okay, you guys,
come
now
on,
settle
you have
down.
no idea what I have to go through to make weight. Shut the fuck up.
But
Why are
she
you coming
goes
at me?
through a lot just to be in the shape and the stuff that she does have to diet.
Sure
She does
they do.
have to.
I'm not taking that away from her at all. I'm sure she works hard. We all fucking work hard. If the
She
sport
can't
was
just be any weight she
everyone would
wants
do
to
it.
be. That's like saying any heavyweight can be whatever weight they want to be. It's not like that easy. She's still the girl is like almost
feel
kind of
fat
cursed, like with a lot of size, and she has a lot of.
But didn't she get popped and stuff? Didn't she get...
Okay,
At one
let's all
point-
pretend that she's that size because she's just naturally a bigger girl. We'll
she
just
was-
Let me
pretend
tell
that
you
she doesn't
something.
have any
She's
Let me
issues.
to tell you
She
something.
doesn't choose to
Josh
be that
Barnett
big.
was
We
big,
can
and he
pretend.
was
We
look
can
like
play
Jeff
Fantasyland
Daniels.
if we like, but I live
For
in
his
a
whole
world
life.
where I live in reality, where girls are not made that big.
Oh, I hear what you're
Unless
saying
it's
with her transformation and her physique now, but I remember when I first saw Gabby at the Worlds, at Athletes there, and she was still a legitimate 6'2". She was like 240, 250.
Yeah, she's a
She
big
was
boned.
She was not buff. She was just a
Yeah,
big,
she's
big
had to
girl.
really
I'm not
work.
saying that she doesn't work hard to have that physique. I'm not saying that
And she has
at
to
all. I'm just
diet,
saying,
like, incredible.
Don't come at me about weight divisions when you don't even have to
No,
make
I get.
Yeah, but
Beck's
look,
point.
in
I
Beck's
see what
point,
she's
though,
trying to
also,
say.
she did get popped for stuff
She
before.
did?
Yes, and she did challenge to go fight Beck in a street
She did.
fight.
So
at her gym.
Cyborg got popped too. Does that make it any less
Listen,
hard for her?
hands off my beloved Cyborg.
I love Cyborg. That's what I'm saying. She's awesome, and you can't. She struggles to make weight and stuff too. I can just tell you. I'm just saying.
I
If
struggle.
you don't
Listen.
know that Gabby struggles to make the weight and be down and low like she is,
Listen, I
you
did
got
watch her
it. You
do
got it
cardio. I
wrong.
watched
Yeah,
her do
that
all
girl
kinds of cardio.
struggles.
I watched you do cardio. That whole
She's a big girl, and she's cursed with this size.
So Heather,
you
do you
know?
think Beck or Gabby, who wins that fight?
Gabby, 100%.
Gabby, but Beck's striking is 10 times better.
It's true, but here's the thing that Beck would have to watch out for. Okay, Beck, if this street fight's gonna happen, be careful, and I'm gonna tell you why. You hear me? This is important stuff.
I'm not going to fight her. I'm not going to agree to a street
Okay,
fight.
okay. It's not a street fight.
Straight fight.
Non-street fight. All right.
She is Brazilian. Yeah, she's Brazilian.
In a ring fight. It doesn't matter what kind of fight. Here's the thing.
Because I get paid to fight. What I'm trying to say is,
Here's the thing. Here's the
she can
thing. Here's the
come at me
thing.
Like she says she's
I
gonna
got
come
you.
at me, and we'll see what happens.
Right.
But
Well, okay, but
Let
even
him
if you
talk.
fight her, even if you fight her in a legitimate venue, okay, I'm giving you some advice here. You got to watch out for this. If you crack her and knock her out, and she falls on top of you,
That could
you may
hurt.
get crushed.
Hurt, yeah.
to death.
Absolutely.
So this is she
That is a
is
very
not
hard
a small lady. She is very powerfully built. She's always been, I met her. She was super, super nice to me.
She's a sweetheart.
So
But you know,
nice.
but if the Eiffel Tower falls on top of you, it doesn't matter how nice it is.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's padlocks
Coming
digging
at
into
me
your
for
skin.
No reason. I have not it's whatever.
Listen, don't let
Who
this.
do you think wins, Beck or Gabby? I think Beck could win this fight.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of people with certain fetishes that are going to be real happy.
I would love to see that. But no matter what happened, don't
Let's
let these.
be real here. This fight isn't gonna happen.
Says you. Listen, never mind that. If that don't happen, it don't matter. When I came out there, I'm gonna take you to the finest Outback Steakhouse in Sydney or wherever you live, and we're
We
gonna.
don't have them in Australia.
Well, whatever. We're gonna make something happen over there, and me and you are gonna sit in the hotel home and watch Alf Stewart. He runs. We're gonna watch Neighbors, and we're gonna see him to say, "Stand the flaming crows." You understand me?
I'm impressed that you know what that show is.
Listen, it's like my first fucking barbecue.
Gotcha. Well,
Been with lots of fucking Australian chicks,
we gotta
and it
get
was
to-
fucking truth, and it was fucking grouse.
we got to get to James Vick. Rowdy Beck, always a pleasure.
I'm trying to get you howdy back, boy. Never mind, James.
But yeah. Would you go? Listen, I'm now engaged, so I'm off the market. But would you and Renato go on a date?
She says yes.
In her heart.
Look up pictures of me, and look up some pictures to me, and then make your decision.
Yes.
Renato
There was a
underscore.
guy who looked just like
Renato
him.
underscore Laranja. Nobody looked just like me, porra.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking about Stevie B or fucking Al Jarreau. Okay, some of the best look. Maybe half Transvan because
New Edition?
Yeah, because New Edition. Okay, so maybe that's the kind of fucking stuff you're dealing with. Chico de Barge. I'm of that cloth. You know. Yeah, Keith Sweat. They talk about, how, what's his name said, fucking the conqueror, of so-and-so, Mao, so-and-so, I'm of their cloth, Mike Tyson said
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm of that guy's cloth,
Right,
the
okay.
great HMB singers of the old days.
That's awesome. That's something.
Anyway, I got off on a
Listen,
change.
Thank you, Rowdy Beck. Okay, you are the best. Hope you have a good rest of the week.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao. All right, that was Rowdy Bec Rawlings.
Well, when the two of them wasn't clawing their eyes out, when they wasn't clawing their eyes out over here, that was productive.
Okay, we got to call James Vick. That was
Wait, what kind of music is CVB?
That's freestyle.
freestyle.
That's either freestyle or Latin freestyle.
Yeah.
I also like
Who was
Lisa and Called Jammy.
The Jets.
The Jets was a little light for my chase. I was more Stevie B.
And Debbie Deb.
Debbie Deb. What was the one who did Saturday Love or
That was Debbie Deb.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
wait,
Wednesday,
yes.
Friday, Saturday, and then
still a big,
there was.
Are you still a big death metal guy or no?
We've
yeah.
focus. He's wearing a death metal shirt. Let us to talk about freestyle for a sec.
Okay,
A lot
go on.
of people heard Josh Barnett to talk about death metal.
But you never heard me talk about freestyle.
Yeah, this is exclusive stuff.
We're
Okay.
talking like white drop top 5-liter Mustangs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Caralho.
Perms.
But you want to get onto the same old stuff.
I don't want to get on the same old stuff.
You know,
okay?
I saw a Stevie B concert at
No.
Magic Mountain when I was like,
See, that's exactly where you
12 or
need to see a fucking either that or at a Hayes track.
Or a
a
county
racetrack.
fair.
Yeah, that
Right.
kind of thing. Oh my! After the Gravitron.
yeah.
I hope that he would do it with, say, the guy that sang the song Shakin'.
Wait,
Hello?
James Vick.
Oh, James Vick.
What's up, y'all?
What's up? You're on the MMA Roasted podcast. It's me, Josh Barnett, Renato Laranja, CB Gold, and the beautiful, talented Heather Jo Clark. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
Congrats on your huge win over Abel Trujillo, who
How about Trujillo with the
Trujillo.
Trujillo part?
well, Trujillo, yeah, that guy's a monster, and you took it to him, man. Congratulations.
Well, hold on. And also, you glossed over your uncle Renacho's name. You said, oh, and Renato Laranja. Yeah, you can let the guy to soak it in and get excited that Renato Laranja has chalked you in
Well,
for
I'm
the
sure
first
he's
time.
soaking.
Yes.
Dude, I don't understand a fucking word he just said.
But that's okay because you're
Yeah.
still punchy from the
It's
fight.
gonna be
It
a
was
hard
happening.
interview.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be harder for you than it was for me, porra.
So James, congratulations, man. Did that fight go as you expected?
Yeah, 100%, exactly how I expected it to. I knew that I was going to be too much for him. I'm too well rounded. To me, he's one dimensional. And I knew that I had too many physical gifts and of size and length and too much tools in my arsenal for him.
Are we talking about the fight, or are we talking about a?
He's talking about 10th planet stuffs with the dimensions and extraterrestrial.
Right. Which dimension?
What dimension? What kind of stuff you been smoking over there in Texas?
By the way, I never told you. I went to one of your fights in Vegas, and your girlfriend was there, dressed like, I mean, she's gorgeous, but she was screaming so fucking loud. The whole arena. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
of course you know who you're talking about.
Do you still have that same girlfriend?
Yeah.
Can you hear her during your fights?
No, but everyone asked me if I always hear her because she's so loud.
Wait, are you dating Tyron Woodley's mom?
Grace Jones.
No, his girlfriend's smoking hot. What does she do?
Why you keep harping on how hot the fucking guy's girlfriend is? We call you a hiccup down where I'm from.
What does she do, by the way?
She's a bartender and a real estate agent.
Caralho. Real estate.
Caralho.
I like that.
Now, so James, who do you want to fight next?
I'm not sure yet. I want to fight someone in the top 15.
You're shooting for the stars, huh? The top 15. Why you just say you want to fight the champ or the third guy or something like that? You're shooting yourself in the foot.
I would fucking love that if that was possible.
Okay, well, shoot. You shoot for the chop 15. You're gonna get the chop 30 or whatever, the 20. Yeah. Do like your Uncle Hanash.
Honestly, I'm
always
not
overestimate everything.
I have a little injury right now, and I'm gonna get it checked out Friday and see how bad it is, and then from there, I'm probably gonna start talking some shit and calling some people out.
I like that. That's a man
after
my own heart.
I can't fight on that Dallas card.
Now you know one thing. I like the way you fight, James Vick. And I'm always impressed over there. And this is, in case you didn't know, this isn't Josh Barnett or Adam. This is your Uncle Hanach. But I'm always confused why they're always harping on the fact. They always bring up the fact that you won the Golden Globes so many times. And it's like, I'm wondering what the fuck that has to do with fighting. And it's like, I don't understand. What's going on with that one? I didn't even aware that you was act.
Well, sir, I am a two-time Golden Glove champion.
What movies you won for?
Those credentials.
You was in the.
I don't know why the fuck they say it so much.
But you was in the movie about the man's chest by the sea or whatever.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I think he's saying. I think he thinks that you won the Golden Globes, like the acting, like the Oscars, the Golden Globe.
Golden Globes.
Well, what did he just said? Yeah, who was it?
He's a Golden Gloves.
Well, what the fuck that means? That sounds like something.
At 6'3", I think he just put his hand on their forehead. And just...
Yeah, what are Golden Gloves? That sounds like some Michael Jackson stuffs.
No, the Golden Gloves.
What does that mean?
It's an amateur boxing competition.
That's amateur stuffs.
Michael's gloves were white.
Yeah. I'm a professional. That's amateur. That's amateur hour.
Yes.
So
you're jiu-jitsu, man. You don't know what the hell boxing is.
Well, I created box in the old days, and also we did a lot of full-time capoeira, full contact. Okay.
Now, James, last time you were on the show, you were a bouncer at a strip club. Are you still doing that?
No, man. Has it been that long since I've been on the show?
Yeah, it's been a while.
I don't know why you would downgrade.
Well, that's what him at the bar shine.
Why did you leave that job?
I finally was able to afford to train full time, which is what I wanted to do all along.
Yeah,
man, that sounds masochistic.
They make you pay. They make you pay to train. You have to pay the gym fees over there.
No, I don't have any gym fees anymore.
Then why you gotta afford to train you there?
I'm talking about afford to train as far as train full time with my time and not.
I did that a long time ago. I've been in financial independent for a long time.
No, this is about him, not you.
Tries to be financially independent from his child support.
Well, good. Give me some money then, man. Help me out.
Well, now because I got
they fucked me out of my bonus on Saturday. Give me some money.
Oh, they took your bonus. God, a lot of women, a lot of my baby mamas took some of my bonus in the form it's called child support.
Before and after the kid.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, exactly. Well, you're talking about a bonus. There's a difference between a bonus and a bonus. Because I gave a couple of that ones out too.
Right, of course. Now, Now, a fight that I was at was your fight with Benny. I thought you were going to win that fight. I was kind of shocked.
Who's the Benny?
Benny Dariush. Remember he did the podcast?
Yeah, Benny Dariush.
Now, was that how hard did you take that loss?
Oh, I took it very hard. I mean, I take myself serious, and this is my life. It fucking sucked, and I thought I was 100% confident going to that fight, and I just got caught with a good flash knockdown, and then he followed up with some really hard ground and pound, and I just wasn't able to recover. And yeah, I took that shit pretty hard, but it didn't deter my confidence. It just set my career back, you know.
Hey,
I have a question, James Vick. Why Adam Hunch always want to bring up people's loss and how it? Why? How many times you brought up when he fucking bombed at the whatever other kind of place? That's the Funny Bone. How many times
he takes a loss at every comedy show he does, doesn't he?
Exact. But he don't want to. He don't want to bring that up.
Even ones that I'm not at, I still
exactly bomb. Because people remember the ghost of your jokes that was still floating around in there.
Scooby-Doo
taking the laughter,
pull the mask off the old man,
sucking the laughter out of the fucking home.
Now, James, what gym are you at, by the way? You training in Texas, right?
Yeah, well, I do my training camps out of state. I do them in Maryland with Team Lloyd Irvin, and then I train at like 5 different gyms here in Texas.
Nice.
Heather is by the way, just because you're not here, Heather is taking some kind of pill and drugs.
How is it?
So she can relax herself.
It's
iron. So you don't have your period.
How is it training with Lloyd Irvin?
It's really good. It's really good. I get a lot of one-on-one attention, and I get tons of coaching. He has a really good wrestling coach, a really good boxing coach there. Really
I'll give you some one-on-one attention.
He flies people in all the time. It's just a lot of really, really good one-on-one attention to progress my skill set very fast at a rapid pace.
Have you ever considered beefing up your Texecutioner nickname?
I like it.
For like public workouts and stuff like that, like maybe a hood, or is that like kind of a dangerous territory for you to cross over into?
I don't know. I haven't considered it. What do you have in mind?
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe we could get like.
Oh no! I just got what you wanted with that.
Well, I don't know, like you could wear like a
exactly Miles
Executioner's hood or something, and maybe
what color one?
I don't know. I think we should probably stick with the primaries. And
all right, let's move.
Gotta be Reebok.
Moving right along.
Yeah, Reebok. It don't matter as long as Reebok
I don't think
decide.
Reebok will allow me. Reebok will allow me to wear my own stuff, so I don't have a choice there.
Yeah.
Well, I could see how that could be conflicting.
By the way, who do you think's going to win? By the way, Ferguson or Khabib?
Khabib. I think Khabib should win easily.
Okay, can I ask you a question? What now? Because I've had this but debate with some people. Sure. Okay, I see a lot of ways that Choni could possibly win this fight, and I'm maybe prejudiced because
you're racist.
I'm who I am.
Yeah.
But I'm also trained with Choni Ferguson, and I don't see the ways how you see Khabib to finish that one.
I think that, like for someone to beat Khabib, I think right now you're going to need, like Michael Johnson did a good job of landing that quick shot on his chin. Even I think Conor would have a decent chance to potentially land that. But Tony Ferguson, he has a good right hand, but he's more of a volume striker, and he doesn't have a good fast twitch muscle. So which means
he don't have a good fast twitch muscle.
Yep, that's what he said.
He's not super explosive to close distance, and he's not a one-hit knockout artist. So unless he can catch them like that, he's not going to be able to avoid getting tangled up and going to the ground. And I don't think Khabib's worried about his fucking rubber guard or his bullshit leg locks and stuff. I think that
definitely the bullshit things.
He can survive.
If you want to make some bonus money, maybe you can be my huckleberry. We can put a little wager on that one.
Okay, let's bet. How much you want to bet?
We talk about that off the stakes because I don't want to get deported. I got to watch myself these days.
Yeah.
Wow, he's really confident in Khabib.
That's
beating Tony.
very interesting
Yeah,
stuff.
Khabib is a really tough fighter.
I just
He
think
gets on
styles
people
make
like a
fight.
bad stink, and you can't get rid of him.
Yeah,
you know?
and Tony Ferguson, he's gonna do that. To Tony
Well,
Ferguson.
Tony doesn't smell bad. I've grabbed him before.
Yeah.
But Tony is.
So he hold down Tony and just beat him up
He
like
would
that.
try. I
Yeah.
think that would be his intent. That would.
I don't think he can do that.
But it could be. Yeah, Tony
Okay.
is a
I don't know,
wrestler.
man.
See about that.
Khabib does have this gorilla strength where he
Oh,
just
yeah.
grabs onto you.
Yeah, but
and
bear
Tony's,
strength.
Tony's
Bear strength,
got
yeah.
there, like after
Okay.
you know.
Well, I hope a lot of people bet against Tony.
Well, Tony's haircut's more adventurous too. So I mean that shows something.
Yeah.
Tony's coming at him like it just went to 10th Planet last night, and it's like they just have different jiu-jitsu. It's just something like unless Khabib's like training with those guys or someone who's a 10th Planet person, I think that he's gonna have certain ways of getting out or doing certain things that he's not used to.
To be honest, I don't think he's gonna. I don't think jiu-jitsu is gonna be the issue in this fight.
No, but even just like the wrestling.
I feel that people fail to remember was that Tony's first discipline is wrestling.
Yep.
Okay, it's not like he just learned it just the other day.
Yeah, but Michael Johnson was a good wrestler too.
Hold on, you're talking too much.
Go on.
And then what the fucked up thing about Tony is his rhythms and his chiming is unlike anybody that you see in the fighting game. Can you name a fighter that reminds you of Tony Ferg?
That guy that he beat.
Oh, that reminds you of him?
Landon.
Okay.
No, but
Landon.
Okay.
did you not see when Tony Ferguson fought Danny Castillo? He literally got helped on his back for 3 rounds.
Why are you
He landed
bringing
some
up
elbows and stuff on the bottom,
Tony
but I mean-
Castillo?
Yeah.
Danny Castillo's a great wrestler and everything, but he ain't on Khabib's level.
Who was it?
And when was that? When was that one? I can't even remember.
Yeah, alpha male guy.
Probably
Yeah.
2 years ago.
2 years ago, and he was with Alfalfa Male.
Yep. He was with Alfalfa Man.
Yeah.
Listen, I just feel like I'm a big fan of Tony, and I feel like he's just a unique motherfucker. I don't think there's anybody like that guy out there. I think it's very hard to train for that guy. That's my opinion.
I hear you, but you could say the same thing about Khabib.
I think it's a great fight.
Of course.
I'm not even trying to be, a politician in this. I think it's a great fight. I like Tony a lot. I like the way Khabib fights. I've met him before. Good guy. I love how they are dogged in their pursuit in the ring. Each take a different process, but I mean,
Look, everybody said the same shit to me about Junior Dos Anjos, except on top of that, they go, and he's got a one-punch knockout power. He's going to knock him the fuck out. And, nobody wanted to believe me there, including you and Baha Sparks or Baha Jang.
Yep.
And whatever. Nobody fucking listens to you, Uncle Nach. I'm only one of the pioneers to the sport.
new?
I only been here since the beginnings, huh?
what?
All right. So
Well,
James.
let's bet then.
Yeah, let's bet then. Put your money in your mouth. This.
We're gonna talk about that later.
All right. I like it. James Vick. There you go. So when are you going to put a ring on your girl's finger? What's going on?
I'm waiting on that. I got to get a little financially set before I start a family and everything, so I'm working on that. That bonus they fucked me out of would have helped that situation, but I'm planning on fighting 3 or 4 times this year, and then we're going to talk about it.
How's your sister doing, by the way?
She's very good. She's doing good. She hasn't had to go back for a checkup in probably, I would say, like 6 months now, and everything is good. And she still has headaches and stuff because
What happened?
The scar tissue and where they cut through a lot of the nerves and stuff.
Yeah, she had cancer, right? She had cancer.
Caralho.
Well, she had a tumor in her skull.
Well, I'm sorry
They had
to hear
go
about
in
that.
and
I didn't know
remove it. They
that.
had to
Yeah, sorry.
cut
Yeah.
it.
I'm glad she's on
So
the mend.
she's good. Just like headaches and nerve pain still somewhat, but besides that, she's good to go.
Good, man. Good. Well, listen, it's an honor to have you on the show. Love watching you fight. You're a beast in there. And I'm happy you're finally getting some just due. I know you were out for a long time with injuries, and it was like the Ultimate Fighter, that whole thing happened. So it's nice that people are paying attention to you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about my future, and hopefully I'll be more active. And I'm gonna go. Like I said, I'm gonna go to the doctor. I think I have a broken toe, but it was broke before I fought Abel, like a month before that. Anyway.
Which one? The big
So
or the little one?
It's like the 4th toe down. So the one right next to the little one.
Promised.
Well,
And,
I've also.
It was already broke, so I think that honestly, I think it's probably like.
Have you tried yelling at it?
Yelling
Say
at
what?
I mean, like, step your shit up, you fucking loser. Why are you holding me back?
Yeah.
Toe.
Is that what you do?
That's tough love.
Yeah, exactly.
That's-
All my love is tough.
Well,
It's like
I try
sandpaper in your
acupuncture.
vagina.
That's God. That's tough action, shit action, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes. Well, listen. Thank you, James, and we'll talk to you soon, brother.
Congratulations on
Yes,
your
sir.
last win.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
congrats.
Appreciate it, guys.
No hard feeling about Kah, baby.
All right.
You like how you just turn him. I like how you control when he goes. You go,
By the way-
and it sounds like Star Trek when they open the door. You go, see, boom, 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 and you go, get the fuck out of here, boy.
By the way, last time Colleen was on the show, she said you guys had a chicken farm in the backyard.
Yeah, we have 4 chickens.
What kind that one?
We got a Rhode Island Red, and a fried one. And
No, don't do that. That's
well, I don't discriminate.
that's Black
just 'cause they got a
History
little bit
Month.
of
Just because
breading.
it's Black History Month, don't mean you gotta fry every fucking chicken you see over
we
here.
just have one.
Okay.
Yeah, wait, so what happened? Now you brought home chickens, right?
Yeah, I brought home chickens.
What happened?
No, I was in
He said he was out
Thailand,
of town.
and she fucking
And
bought
she took
chickens
them, and then when
and
he
a
got
coop
home,
and
she
Well,
everything.
that's
We
what you
have
get.
chickens now.
That's what you get for dating a vegans. They do a lot of wacky stuff.
So how many chickens do you have? No, you had 4.
4.
And do you eat the
eggs.
You eat
You eat the
eggs?
humans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I eat their babies. I can devour those little
No,
fuckers.
but Colleen said that you like them. You hang out with them and you play with them.
Cool. Benedict, I pick her up all the time.
You name first you have a chicken sapat, then you have it should be named, and then you have it should be named also Benedict, but also it's a female. You're an interesting
I
cat.
didn't name the chickens. She named all the chickens. One of them's named Lawrence, which is after
But
me.
it's
'cause
a
that's my
female?
middle name. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I didn't name them, but I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Why? Wait, I ain't saying it just to hear my head roar, son.
Why you save that for when Vick is not there?
I should. If we're talking chickens, we should have had the executioner
Well,
on here. He's from what, Mineral Springs or
Yeah, I
something?
mean this.
Mineral Wells.
He sounded like a foghorn leghorn. Speaking of fucking chickens over here.
Exactly.
Caralho.
Yeah, wasted opportunity. Here I went with the hood joke. But no, with the chickens, yeah, they keep me fueled and refreshed with their young. I'm like a modern Elizabeth Bathory kind of.
No, right now, do they get mad at you when you like take their eggs? They look at you like,
Nah, they're chickens. They don't really give a shit. Oh, by the way, you want to hear about chickens? You know what some of their favorite shit in the whole world is?
what's that?
Eating chicken.
Are you serious?
Fuck, man, they're nuts. They are some brutal sons of bitches,
Cannibal
and they
chickens?
love eggs.
And what? Oh, well, that's.
They love eating egg. They love eating. Because Colleen has given them some of the dog food before, which is like a blend of she makes it at home, and fucking the chickens go nuts over it. They love it, and they will mangle and murder lizards, whatever. And we had a little min pin somehow end up in our yard, and Colleen says she hears this crazy noise, and the chickens are squawking or whatever, and she goes out in the back, and they've cornered it. And they're just like
Peck his fucking eyes out.
pretty much.
I would have
She had
did
to
the same
rescue this
stuff.
thing and try to
Wait, what is that? A
miniature
pincher.
Oh, you seen the one that looked like a Doberman Pinscher? It was only
It was a
small.
wild dog.
Well,
Yeah, a wild Hollywood
a wild
Doberman
dog that
pincher.
grew-
No, but why was it in
It gotten
your backyard?
separated from its pack.
Yeah.
No, but
Because somebody lost. Because a gay guy lost the fucking
what
dog.
What did you do with the dog?
I'd rather not talk about
They,
that. But in any case,
chicken loves dog too, huh?
well, yeah. So they're almost guard chickens of a sort too. Chickens do have personalities, and I gotta say, in terms of your regular bird varieties,
Yard bird.
I'll take yard bird.
Yeah.
Over like your finches, and your parakeets, and I don't want to fucking hear what you have to say. But
Or your hawk dove. You know what the hawk dove is?
hawk dove.
That's pigeons. It's a form of pigeon is a form of dove, and that we take for granted
we do.
because they call them hat with wing. But let me to tell you something. If you really look at a pigeon, the majestic colors on there,
and
it's also
deep in their eyes.
Imagine painted white. It's a
Yeah.
dove.
Sure, why not?
But when it's white, then it's dove. Then it can be the.
You think it's
Then
right-
it can be.
you think-
right,
Then it can be a soap or whatever.
It's like racist.
Well, maybe because it's a multi-ethnic color they have
Yeah.
on the hawk dove,
Could be.
and it came from the street.
Yeah.
It's a
the
street
streets.
bird.
Just
Yeah.
right.
Anyway.
They're just doing what they've got to do to get
Enough
by.
about street
Everybody
bird.
needs their hustle.
So, all right, this Saturday night, Holly Holm versus Jermaine Durandame. People are not that excited about this event.
I think they should because they're gonna fucking start hitting each other
There's a lot of
hard.
good fights.
Do you really think that Holly Holm is going to make it a kickboxing match?
I hope. I'm just praying to my God.
It comes down.
You know what I'm saying? If she does that, it's gonna be fun. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Too fun to watch?
I say, look, the difference maker will be Holly's ability to incorporate grappling, wrestling, things that are going to off balance Jermaine's attacks.
Jermaine,
not Drumaine.
no, Jermaine.
Jermaine.
Oh, she's fighting her. What?
Not a Jackson.
What is her name?
Jermaine
Holly's fighting.
Jermaine Durandame.
Okay.
Anyways, the Iron Lady is, arguably one of the greatest female kickboxers of all time.
Margaret Thatch.
Her too.
Okay.
We're talking.
Sorry.
And Helen Keller. But
Go on.
she had a
That's the
nasty
miracle
foot.
work.
Yes.
Her key eyes. I mean, that was not.
Well, there was a muffle key eye.
So Jermaine is an incredible Thai boxer, tons of power, great fighter. Holly was a great boxer, great kickboxer as well, great MMA fighter. But you got to figure that in their evolution, Holly is kind of more of a above the belt style, whereas Jermaine is Dutch Thai style,
Like me.
and is more of as I think. If you were watch their fights, you'd say, "Oh, Jermaine's more of a knockout artist than Holly is." Not that Holly doesn't possess it, but Holly needs to.
Well, Holly knocks people out with her kicks
left
more
high
than
kick.
yeah,
That's it. But not her hands. Not
And that ain't really gonna happen with a chick who's used to that shit all the
She's
time.
in fact, Holly might be a little like an inch or two shorter than Jermaine.
Is that for real?
Yeah, she's tall.
Oh, because she had the fucking. I was.
Are you sure about that?
No, but
Maybe.
you know why?
I don't
You know
think
why
so.
we're thinking different? Is you
No, I
recoiled
was
from
gonna
my
look.
touch.
Look at my
I was about to
phone.
say that was a shock through the system.
Go on.
What the fuck I was just saying? Oh, I saw the press conference, whatever
Yeah.
the fuck where they
They're
talking
in
shit.
heels and
I
stuff.
forgot she was in heels and the other one wasn't in heels. But let me tell you something. You saw that fucking dress that Holly Holm had on there?
No.
That body on that young lady.
amazing.
I think
that
Jermaine,
body
I
on
think
that
Jermaine
woman.
wins this fight. I just think she's too well rounded.
You think Jermaine's more?
No way.
I think
I don't
Holly
think.
is more
I
well-rounded.
think that both.
This guy, sometimes we can't take you serious.
Why?
Because that's the opposite of the fucking stuff.
I think that no. Okay, one's Holly's a boxer primarily. The other girl's a kickboxer.
She's
and
not a boxer
And they
primarily.
both jiu-jitsu and wrestling
Adam.
is sort of what Holly's not
I
a boxer.
trained with Holly for 4.5
Holly's
years.
A kickboxer boxer with
She's
like
a kickboxer.
kind of a PKA kind of style of kickboxing. Lots of side kicks, lead kicks. She fights defensively and long often, and she's been training MMA a lot longer than Jermaine has. So if she can use stuff on the cage, some takedowns, throws, and it's not about using a submission superiority or something like that, which could play in, but I've not seen Holly really go for submission for the most part. But
I could
if
see her
she could
go
stay
for a
on the
top submission of like an arm lock or something like that.
How's her ground game, Holly's?
Well, I haven't rolled with her in many years, but
she can hustle. Let's
I
put
can
it to you
tell
that way.
yeah, she's amazing. She's the
Put
best
hands on you.
female athlete I've ever seen.
I've heard the same.
And she almost knocked out. I mean, Hashad Evans has told the story where he was getting in there and he thought he was going to do some shocking and jivey. And then she put a fucking planted one on his chin, almost knocked him the fuck out. He was like, I got to get serious about that.
Yeah, she's
that's
amazing.
I mean, and that's
So you guys are all
that's
picking Holly.
Hashad.
For sure.
I think
100%.
it should be Holly's fight, but if she can't get that game plan going, if it's just on striking, it's Jermaine.
Yeah, I feel so
Yeah.
true. I feel the exact same stuff.
I mean, the girl that Jermaine fought last time, while undersized for the
Nui.
division,
Yeah.
Anna, I forget her.
The girl over
Elmos.
yeah.
Almost,
She
yeah.
can fight. She's knocked some girls completely, dick in the dirt. And
She just lost-
And when she fought, she lost a decision in her last fight.
who was
but
it?
her
Oh,
first
the-
fight was Jermaine,
tough
and
girl.
Jermaine.
yeah, I saw
nailed
that
her.
shit. Oof.
And
Yeah.
it's just like, that's something about Jermaine that really stands out to me is that it's not just can she beat other people. When she does beat them, she fucking
Yeah, she rises to the
She's so
occasion.
much bigger. I was on that card, and she is so much bigger than.
Didn't Jermaine also beat Larissa Pacheco?
Yeah, probably. I don't.
This guy's
I'm not a
he
walking-
knows.
you
This
are the
motherfucker knows
encyclopedia,
everything.
man. We already know this. This is,
He knows.
So-
he knows the amateur stuff.
Anderson Silva versus Derek Brunson. Interesting fight.
Wow.
I think if Derek Brunson comes out like he has the last 4 fights, he's going to get killed of just like put your head down and
Right.
just rush him. But I think he learned from that in his last fight where he got knocked out by
Brunson? No,
Robert
Brunson.
Whitaker. Yeah, Robert Whitaker.
Robert Whitaker, no.
Robert Whitaker, though,
you're right.
Robert Whitaker and Derek Brunson. These all sound like actors' brothers.
that is,
But Brunson versus Silva.
like Frank Stallone or what's that Patrick Swayze brother?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Like
God.
I don't know, Dan Swayze or some shit. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I think Brunson wins this fight. Josh.
I don't know about that.
I got to be honest. I don't think I've ever seen him fight.
You never seen Derek Brunson
Look,
fight?
man, I do not follow MMA nearly
Yeah.
as close.
He knocked
That's
out
cool.
Sam Alvey. He knocked out Uriah Hall.
He lost to
I know who
Yoel
they are.
Romero.
He lost to who?
Yoel Romero.
Well,
Yoel. Yeah, but he was winning 2 out of the first 2 rounds.
yeah.
Stop.
He made Yoel
Osada.
shit his pants.
I mean,
So-
he must be tough, obviously.
He's tough, but his main bread and butter is the hustling stuff. So, I mean,
Well, Anderson's a lot older. He's not in that prime phase that he was at.
Sure.
So there is the potential for, let's say, Derek Brunson to make a real name for himself here. But it's Anderson Silva, so it's not smart to take anything about Anderson lightly.
let's put it this way: I would never be dumb enough to bet on this fight. That would be a weird one to bet on. I couldn't imagine saying, "Oh, he's definitely gonna do this," or "He's definitely gonna do that."
Heather, you train with Brunson, right?
I think that Derek's an incredible athlete. He used to be, I always tell the story when I talk about him, but like, because I remember one day he was out doing sprints in like the church parking lot across from Jackson's, at the old Jackson's. And
The church's chicken parking lot.
No, it's just an actual church. And like he would go to yoga with me and like a couple of other guys, and like, I just feel like
That's
he
not
was
creepy
really
at all. Go on. Go
What?
on. Nothing.
Doing yoga?
Like behind you, like staring at you.
No. So Jody Escobar and Keith Jardine
I can't
have.
even get a hard on at yoga. I'm sweating my ass off. So
God,
bad. There's just nothing.
Right.
I could muster up a hard on at yoga if I was pressed.
Well, you know what? It would help me. Shit.
You know what?
I start getting tired. I need another support.
Yeah. You know what part I like is when I fucking up and I fuck up on purpose, and
you
then the
can get
one
help?
come over there and she goes, "That's fine, Renato
mind your
Laranja.
chakras.
Let me put you in there. Yeah, I'm gonna,
root is
yeah,
out of balance."
yeah, you hoot, and then I'm gonna put hoots on her like in that, and like in yeah, exactly, like in Harlem Nights when he said, "What's a hoot?"
Like encouragement.
So
like
what's a hoot?
Was that the end of the story?
No.
All right, go on.
If we
Well, no. I've seen him. Just his mentality, his humbleness, his ability to take everything that he's done in terms of promoting himself and getting his social network out there, and I just see that like he's really, really dedicated.
Was he
One of
nice to you at Jackson's?
Oh yeah, he's one of the.
Who were the
nicest
nicest guys? Dotson was nice to you, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dotson, him, John Jones.
Yep.
And who was kind of a jerk to you?
Cowboy at first was like a little bit, because when I started dating Diego, he had brought Diego out. And
he
so-
didn't want you to weaken his legs.
Exactly where I was going with that.
I guess, but
Yeah.
that
I don't
was
blame
the
him.
best thing that ever happened to him anyway. So.
Of course.
No, but
And then
Diego
that
and I are
was it.
still very close. We're
okay.
we're good friends.
Just fucking.
But no, Cowboy's been really nice over the last few years and stuff. So,
No restraining orders.
But there's there's a couple guys I think that thought like I was one making Diego crazy, which now they know
He was already
obviously,
crazy. Yeah.
It's not. It wasn't me. But
Cub, and everybody was nice to you.
They were all nice. Yeah.
Hey, nobody can talk bad about Cub.
I love Cub.
He's a CSW kid originally.
Yeah, he's
he's
good.
fucking bad.
And he's a great guy. Yeah, I like
His
him.
brother
Cub
was
Schwanson.
Johnson.
He's in a Twitter war right now with Artem Lobov.
Nice. They're gonna fight maybe.
He's also offered to fight Paulie Malignani
In boxing.
on the undercard of
Paulie
That's not a
Malignaggi.
smart. That's
Paulie
not. That's not smart.
Malignani, world's greatest cannoli.
Yeah, but that's probably not a.
Malignaggi.
That's probably.
Malignaggi.
That would be bad.
That's probably not a smart. Not smart. And obviously in MMA he'd martyr Malignaggi, but Malignaggi is a high level
boxer.
Yes.
pro boxer. I mean, I don't know. Look, fuck it. I mean, I obviously I hoot for Cub Swans,
Yes.
but I don't know.
Got a better logo.
I don't know that that's smart.
It's not smart at all. The guy's had 50 pro fights.
Yeah,
in
and
boxing.
he's.
Why does he want to? Well, okay.
He probably money. He probably
Well,
says,
yeah, there's
But
that.
Malignaggi is like. We know who Malignaggi is. It's not like Mayweather. It's not like the casual fan is like, oh, he's gonna fight Cub Swans versus Malignaggi.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know what though? He might
that's not like a
think that
$20 million fight.
Paul
You know what I
doesn't
mean?
hurt that. He hasn't hit that hard though. He has like 4 knockouts in 40 fights. So
I
maybe
understand
that's
that,
not
my
as-
friend.
You know,
But
Now, you're in there for
you're in
10,
there to win.
12 rounds.
You're in there to win, not to just not get knocked out. You know what I'm saying?
So Jacare Souza is fighting Tim Bosch.
Jacare, yeah.
I mean, that's what is
But Tim
doing?
Bosch does the kind of shit where he could spoil the party and
Yeah,
you
he's
would
that
go,
guy.
what
He
the
ruins
fuck?
everything.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Yeah.
he's like, oh, yeah, like,
You're like,
that,
oh, great, I love mac and cheese. Oh, yeah.
But you know,
you
it's like-
fucking put scallops in it, or
It's
like
a
with
scallop.
garlic and a rotten tomato.
a scallion. Yeah, no, I understand,
You don't
but
have
you
to
know,
fuck with mac and cheese. It's
of
already
course,
done.
yeah,
Like
that's true,
bacon
too.
or something.
But
Right.
why or truffle oil or whatever? But
Ooh,
but
that sounds good.
Never mind that.
Why?
I'll
what?
give you
What he
what's
uses.
good.
I think
to keep his
Rockhold.
skin
I was supposed
so
Rockhold
soft.
got hurt. I believe Rockhold's supposed to.
No,
fight
I
him.
understand that. I'm just saying. Of course, you're gonna put. Look, any sane person gonna say
Jacare.
Jacare, yeah. But you know,
He's got nothing to
you
lose.
never know. You never know. with
4-time
that
state
Bosch.
champ of Maine, Tim Bosch.
Wow.
Yeah.
The beating those 6 people must have been.
Hey, look, man, it's a huff.
Glover Teixeira is taking on Jared Cannonier.
that is?
His nickname is the Killer Gorilla.
He just fought Ion Kudalava.
He looked like that guy from the old days who got his head split open. What's that guy from the old UFC?
Marvin Eastman?
Yeah, he looked like the Beastman Eastman.
Yeah.
Look,
A lot bigger than Marvin.
So it's the number 3
Whatever.
guy versus the number 15 guy, but
Cannonier.
the guy's name is the Killer Gorilla.
Where's he from?
9-1.
Killer
I feel like
gorilla.
I seen the Killer Gorilla fight before. Didn't he did good? Yeah. Who he beat up?
He just fought on the Ultimate Fighter in December. He fought Ion Kudalava. The guy that
Man,
cuts
you
the
know
layers
all
with
that-
the green paint on him.
That's where everybody seems to fight.
Oh, that.
Everybody fights on the
Listen,
Ultimate Fighter nowadays.
Glover.
it's hard to. Well, I don't know.
He's older.
He is
Glover.
older.
I mean, how
and
old
he
is
took
Glover?
a couple bad ones, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, we're
last
talking.
one
What
was
was that?
a
Like
bad
John Jones, and who was the other
Anthony
one?
No, I
Johnson.
mean, like, but didn't he get turned
Rumble,
off last time
Rumble.
bad?
Well,
You-
Rumble. That's
No.
That's,
I'm not saying he's a bum. I'm saying I don't know how that affected the odd chinny chin.
Well, yeah, true, but I mean, he's still got some heavy hands.
Oh hell, no one's saying that. But you know, like Arlaf, Arlashk,
Who's that?
Andre Arlaf.
Alaf.
Yeah, Olaf.
He, you know, like on the last one, I felt like I was worried for him because, of course, he can knock out Homeboy, but I feel like he, you know, he's taking just so many.
Too many.
Fucking.
That was probably one of the only times like where the 11 guy fighting the number 5 guy was favored by like 6-1 or something. It was so
Wasn't that
ridiculous.
Like,
I mean, you-
every fight he get knocked out. He's got like how many knockouts?
Except
that
for
guy?
one.
Yeah, but you beat, you
right.
beat the. You might have put the finishing
No, I'm not
touches.
talking about Arlovsky. I'm
You might
talking
have
about the
put
other guy.
finishing
You fought the other
touches on-
guy?
It's a single-
on
No,
that.
I fought Arlaf.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But
no.
you know what I'm saying? You might have put the last, took in the last,
submitting him?
the last juice. No, some of those punches. You guys were throwing some heavy stuffs at one point.
Who's the
there.
guy that hit you the hardest? What's the hardest you ever been hit?
Oh yeah.
Krokop's the hardest hitter ever.
What he hit you with hard?
Alimony.
Is Pedro Hizzo up there?
Oh yeah,
Oh my goodness.
big heavy hitter.
What about punching wise though?
No, that's
Krokop hit you with the hardest punches?
Oh yeah.
Oh, for him?
He is a in his
No
at
shit.
his best.
Wow.
Look, Eric Krokop and I were training together, and he's trying to help me with my lead hook, and he's like, "Here, let me show you," and has Eric Paulson hold a tie pad, a big, full on leather tie
that's a
pad,
big
and
boy.
he just winds up. Wow! And he hits his tie pad so hard it tears the straps off of Eric's arm and flies across the ring and slams into the wall.
Wow.
And I'm like, everyone's just sitting there, mouth open, just like, fuck. And all I could think to say was, I got hit with that and stayed on my feet. I'm not saying that was a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, it was a good thing.
But, well, I don't know. At the end of the day, we'll find out when I start pissing myself at like 35.
Well, you're doing okay so far.
What's the fight that everyone was so surprised that you won? People were kind of writing you off, and you showed everybody.
Probably all of them.
You think it was Randy?
I don't give
Randy?
any respect. No respect.
But like when you fought Randy, people
Oh, yeah. Well, that fight actually came up on... I had a 6-week training camp for that fight. I was not the first choice.
Wait, when you fought Randy
Couture.
Oh,
Randy Couture.
yeah. A long time ago.
Yeah, I was not the first choice. It was a phone call. It's like, hey, this is out and that's out. Would you take it? Yeah. So that's how that one came about. And I just came off of knee surgery after Bobby Hoffman. So the fight that, well, I mean, it's a good question. I don't really know.
That Randy fight, I was shocked because I just put Randy on such a pedestal. You know, you're like Randy Couture, wrestler, and then you just murdered him. It was crazy. He's looking like such a big guy. You know, you just destroyed him.
You're trying to get him to say something disparaging.
No, Randy is a great guy.
I couldn't say anything bad about him.
How can you say anything about Randy? Dustin Poirier, Jim Miller. I got Poirier all day.
Yeah.
I like Miller. He's a cool cat. I like some of the stuff he's done in there, his knee bars, and arm bars. But he's been having
both those guys.
He's been having a hard time, and Poirier's, to my understanding, has been on a good roll.
Yeah, I feel like I like both the fighters. Yeah, I like both those guys. But if you was to look at where they at in the scheme of things, I feel like Poirier is, still on that upward swing. I'm not sure, but like I love the Miller brothers. I love that guys, and they brew their own beer. You know that?
Yeah, that's not bad.
No, and I've had it, and it's heavy duty stuff.
Yeah, they give you a little like acai hefeweizen.
I don't know what the fuck they put in that stuff, but me and Chris Weidman had a 32 of that one, and before you know it, he was suplexing me, and I submitted that fucking guy, and we was huffhousing, and
I'm sure it looked just like a Tom of Finland painting.
Well.
Ian McCall's taking on.
I'm the only one who know what the fuck you're talking about.
Ian McCall's taking on Jared Brooks.
Look up. Hold on. All you guys out there, all you mans out there, look up Charm of Finland, and he's an artist.
Yeah,
who's paying a lot of
stuff is really
just a lot of macho guys, macho men.
Being tough.
So look that up. It's one of Josh Barnett's favorite art.
He's fantastic.
Ian McCall's taking on Jared Brooks. His nickname is the Monkey God.
The Monkey God.
I like that name.
He's a 12-0.
Where he from?
Why
they didn't show the Monkey God? Wait, what are you saying? He's black because he's the Monkey God?
I said, why is he blacked out? As in, there's no photo.
I don't know. What?
Because he's
is he Asian? He's called the Monkey God.
If like you have
no, but that sound like one of the kind of shit. Like the muscle shark. They know when they they say shit that don't make no fucking sense.
Actually, I don't know if it was them. I don't know if it was Pride that gave
it.
Sean
had
Shark
to.
the nickname.
There's no way
Muscle
in
Shark.
wherever the fuck he's from, he was. I'm the muscle shark or whatever. You know what I mean? Like the muscle
you'd be
shark
fucking surprised.
or the hand-paging piranha or whatever the fucking ugly piranha or whatever they called the fucking guy. The other guy, Hayo Chonan or whatever.
Oh,
what did they call him? The savage, the something piranha. What was the name they call him? Does anybody else?
I thought
you
it was not late
that.
for dinner, at least.
You gotta know that. What was the fucking Hayo Chonan's nickname? It was like the something, the something piranha. Oh, you gotta look up the.
And then finally, other card. Your boy.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Yeah, Bilal Muhammad is taking on Randy Brown, Rude Boy.
Yeah, I think Bilal's a last minute replacement on there.
Yeah,
he's Jamaican.
He's
I like that. Finally, we gotta have some Jamaican guy in there.
And then Ryan LaFleur is taking on Juan
Carnero.
That's
a good fight.
That's a good fight.
That could be a tough one, yeah.
Ryan LaFleur, good wrestler. But Juan Carnero.
Carnero's been around for a long fucking time.
Marcin Tibera's on the card. I like that kid.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know Marcin. Wait. You
Polish
mean the kid? But he was in the Ultimate Fighter. Is that
No,
one?
no. He's a heavyweight.
This different. Oh, okay. Maybe I don't know that guy.
Thinking of
I like it.
Held?
No, not Marcin Held was never on the fucking Ultimate Fighter. I know Marcin Held. He's from the other organization.
Marcin Voracek?
He's from fucking Bellator.
You know a lot of Marcins.
Marcin.
I couldn't have named more.
Marcin Lawrence.
I don't even know any dictators named Marcin. You know,
Marcin Voracek from Ultimate Fighter.
That's the guy from Marcin Wojciech. That's the guy from 3 O'Clock High. Wojciech Dolinsky or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the Duker was work for him.
I think my manager actually managed that guy for a minute.
The guy who played Wojciech Dolinsky.
The big.
Oh, the bad guy.
The bad guy.
What the fuck is that guy's name? He's also the bad guy in Kindergarten Cop.
Oh, that's right.
The fuck is
he was
that guy's
also
name?
the lead on a cop show called Fastball, where he was a guy who's a cop that went around in an overcoat and wouldn't use a gun. He took down criminals by hitting them in the head with a baseball.
Please tell me this is true.
This is true.
I'm gonna look that one.
And then finally, by the way, Patrick Cote is calling out Jake Ellenberger.
Okay.
He wants to fight him.
Hey, I'll watch that. I'll watch that.
That'd be a good fight. I don't know. That's good.
He got handled by a Cowboy.
Yeah.
But before that, he was looking very nice.
He beat Ben Saunders.
Yeah, don't bring that up. I mean, like, man.
And then, did you guys watch the bare knuckle boxing? Cody McKenzie got
No, but that sounds
Bobby
like
Gunn?
just a fucking
Where'd that happen?
It happened in England.
That sounds like
Bobby Gunn and Roy Jones?
No, not yet. Bare knuckle boxing. Cody got lit up.
Of course he did. That sounds like some totally like you really fucked up. So now you're gonna have to go do a bare knuckle boxing match
against the
yeah,
guy.
either that or the gulag
Against like some traveling
some gypsy.
who like that's his shit.
Yeah, so that's what happened.
And where he can't do the guillotine or whatever.
You know, who did also compete though and win was
Joe Riggs.
Joe Riggs. Yeah,
Joe Riggs
Diesel.
won
in that
And
one.
he knocked the guy out.
But he hit a double leg too. In like the first 30
and did
seconds.
people come and start kicking and
No,
punching?
he hit a double leg, and then the guy's like, "You can't do UFC in here. That's UFC." Like,
Like, how about
what
if I
kinda
do tap out instead? Can I do tap out?
Did they give him like? Did they have an accent when he said it?
yeah, it was.
He
pretty
did, probably
funny.
he didn't say it like how you
No,
just
no,
said
he
it.
didn't
How
say
would he
like
have
that.
said it?
I don't know. The traveling gypsies. I don't know how they did that one.
It was pretty funny. I'm not good at that. All right, so that is our podcast. What do you got coming up, Heather Jo Clark?
I got a podcast coming up actually.
What that one's called?
It's going to be called Believe to Believe.
What kind of you gonna talk about women's issue?
Yes, exactly.
We're gonna talk about perseverance and just how like talk about different fans that have come up to us and they're gonna be mostly women fighters, but athletes of all kinds. And talking about like recently I got an email from some guy and he said, Heather, you sent me back a signed photo and it said believe to believe, and something about that helped me to believe in myself, and I lost 100 pounds. And it's like that inspired me, to just know that.
Unfortunately,
Josh found that one.
he actually got AIDS. That's why.
Oh God! What a way to put a dot and negative.
That's why he
spin.
lost the weight. No, all right. All right.
Well,
go.
that sounds very inspiring. You're also
Thank
going to
you.
talk about your turn-ons and your do's and don'ts and stuff.
No,
Talk
no.
about light-skinned black guys.
That's your show.
No,
Yes.
I don't talk about. I
What do
don't
you have
mention
coming up,
light-skinned
though?
black
I
guys.
heard you're teaching a seminar in Bakersfield.
No, you know what? I've taught 2 seminars, maybe even 3 if I think correct, in Bakerfield. So they know me very well out there, and they're probably gonna have me back there. And I've did a lot of.
I heard you were reffing something
I
at the
even got
tournament.
some punching
You
out
said
there.
you were reffing at the-
Oh, I'm gonna do another one. Yeah, but that's later. That we're gonna have another podcast before that happens.
Okay.
I'm gonna promote. Listen. Don't try to get more followers by talking about all my events and stuff like that, and
I'm
try
sorry.
to stir up a whole interest in your podcast.
Of course.
But I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. Follow me to Renato _Laranja, and if you wanna find out anything that I'm doing on there, you can find that out. And a lot of people don't know that if you're interested to do some heel arch suave, and you wanna find out more about me and see me in person on the Flash, and to look me into my eyes like a man, then you can invite me out there to your dojo. So send me a private message and make me to an offer that I can't,
refuse.
so I can make some fucking money over here, and you guys can, have some interest in your dojo.
Josh Barnett, what do you got coming up?
Well, I do have a seminar at Valhalla BJJ.
Where that one?
Sunday. It's you got to cross the Rainbow Bridge to get there. And
That sounds
Orange
West
County.
Hollywood. I live right there.
You'd fit right in.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Don't be so sure if it's gonna fit in.
Well, you just got to relax.
We gotta use some spit like you did in the Brokeback
Brokeback
Mountain.
Mountain.
Oh, you
Yeah.
know what? I would be remiss if I didn't talk about that. Go on to YouTube and look up what episode.
the one with Chris Lieben. 4?
No, it's episode 4. Yeah. It's episode 4 of the Renato Laranja show on YouTube. Look that up. It starts out with a stirring tribute, a sobering, and also poignant?
Poignant. Very poignant.
Tribute to Brokeback Mountain.
Love, between 2 best friends.
Well, it's a friendship. It's about friendship.
Yes,
and it's
ultimately.
about commitment. It's about chance.
Sacrifice.
It's
Yeah.
Does it involve a vomiting pig?
No, but you know
we're
what?
working on that.
I'm thinking about doing maybe a scene from Last Chango on Paris.
Right.
But that's another stuff that we're talking about with Heather Jo Clark.
Right.
And to smell the dying farts from a pig. But that's next chimey.
That's gonna
but
be my
anyway,
next t-shirt.
so if you want to see, if you're interested in the movie, 2 things. If you're interested in the movie Brokeback Mountain, but you also like Josh Barnett and you also like Renato Laranja, that might be hide up your alley.
Heather
it's
actually
the best
invited me
of-
one time for lunch in Vegas and took me to this vegan restaurant in the gay center, right? It was the gay.
There's a gay center
Gay
of
and
Vegas?
lesbian, and it's
Where's
owned
the
by
gay
Zuffa.
center of a Vegas?
What is it?
It's owned by Zuffa.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's in North. It's you know
Zuffa
who told me
support
about
that?
it was Jake Shields' was favorite place to go when he was out there.
Don't talk. So you suggest something about Jake Shields?
No.
Listen,
That's just
Jake
the
Shields may
restaurant
be a vegan, but he's no gay. He's not gay.
But what if he was?
Listen, my God was on the Bible. My God said that it's Adam and Eve, not Brian and Stan.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So
okay.
never mind that. And anytime you see a guy with two first name like that, you always gotta wonder.
Well, here, all gay guys welcome wherever I happen to go.
Right.
I love
of
compliments
course.
too.
Right.
But Valhalla BJJ on the 26th of this month. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Josh L. Barnett. I've got New Japan Pro Wrestling every Friday night on with Jim Ross on Access TV.
Jim Haas?
Jim Haas.
Wait, you and Jim Haas is doing a production?
Yeah, we've been doing it for over a year.
Now you're commenting on it, or are you wrestling in it?
How old is that? How old is he?
Amazing at it.
These are only going as far back. I think we're getting up to about 3 months behind.
Oh my
maybe
God.
6 months. But
I gotta
we started
find out.
3 years behind and then built everybody up to speed.
Where I can watch that?
Access TV on. It's not. You go.
I
look
don't
with
have
your cable
that.
provider
That's
or
direct
satellite.
TV.
It used to
I
be
don't have
HD
that.
Net. No, you do have.
Yeah, it used to be HD Net.
You have to order it.
No, I
Extra.
have the Chime Warner.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And I've also got the Spectrum.
No, you have it now. You just have to pay for it.
Fuck that.
It may be part of the
Well,
fun.
maybe if Josh Barnett is involved, I might
Possibly,
do that.
it's worth your money. So
Wait, and so is Bobby Brain Heenan still alive?
he is, but
Does
he's
he on
not,
there?
No, he's not. I would like to have him.
He
there.
didn't look that good when I saw him talking. He's very bitter about the Ultimate Warrior, and when his talk about
I
the
thought he
Weasel.
was hurt more about Terry Taylor leaving him.
Well, what about some of the Weasel? What about some of the Weasel match that I've heard was fixed or something like that? Look,
all
I don't want to
fixed.
get
It's
into
all
that.
been, you know what? It's all been a really rough road for Bobby. He's gotten a bad draw at times.
He's
But
my favorite, though. I
he's
remember one time
incredible.
I was watching him. Sherry Martel was wrestling, and he goes, "She's got $1 million body and a 10-cent face."
Oh God, he's the best.
the
He
brain.
and Gorilla Monsoon. But yeah, so me and Jim Ross every Friday night at 9 on Access. We shoot a whole bunch of episodes here coming up here and over the next couple days. And then I got my fighters are all over the place. Shayna Baszler is touring for Stardom in Japan. Then she fights in Deep Jewels on the 25th.
I like the sound of that.
On the 25th of this month, Shohei Yamamoto's in India fighting in Super Fight League. AJ, this fighter of mine, AJ is fighting at Smash Global, but I don't think you can buy tickets to that one.
Fuck.
And then, Victor Henry is going to be fighting in Pancrase March 12th in Japan.
Nice.
So people are staying real busy.
And you opened up your own gym, right?
Yeah, UWF USA.
Where's that one?
It's down Orange County.
Why you can't bring one to in the area where I'm at?
Well, unfortunately, I ended up training a whole bunch of people that live down there. So, but this is we don't teach classes. We don't. There's no. It's not like it's only for the professional fighters and amateurs that I work with, and that's it. It's just a small team, and it's just me helping them.
How's
get
Jessamine
along.
doing? Is she still fighting?
She's not fighting at the moment, but she's coming in training a couple times a week. She's been lifting quite a bit, working on her Olympic lifts, and just having life.
Do you think Ronda will fight again or no?
I don't know. I don't know her that well. I think that what it really comes down to is if you don't have the drive or the interest, it's not something that you should put yourself into. And she managed to get herself into a position where the things around fighting became such a pressure and had carried a lot more weight. Not that you don't carry that weight, but it there's a scale, and she got to a point where that scale was that much more I don't want to say important, but that had that much more influence, or could have that much more influence on you and on your persona in public. And it's also the kind of thing that nobody's going to teach you how to navigate correctly. Yeah. And so you can find yourself in a really make it or break it kind of spot, and you make it, but as soon as it's like with Mayweather, man, he's built himself into such a spot where it's like the minute he loses, man, the floodgates are going to open. But some people will excel in that kind of.
How is he going to continue to make a living after something like that.
He doesn't
was
need
to
that.
happen. I'm kidding, you fucking guy.
I was like,
Yeah, well, it's like, hey, I lost.
I'm worried about
but
this.
I won
you'd be
100 million.
surprised though. You'd be surprised. People
worried
have
about
like
this.
Tyson. I mean, people have blown a lot of money. You know,
He's gonna be okay.
He's gonna be okay.
They're two very different people. Two very different. Tyson wasn't promoting fights and shit. He was giving his money to.
I mean, Roy Jones is still fighting right now.
to the vice president on Black Affairs, BB King or whatever the fucking guy, Don King,
Lucille.
Yeah, he was give all his money to that fucking
That's
shyster.
BB King guitar, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, well,
the Minister of African American Affairs at the White House.
Well, CB, anything got coming up? All right. This Friday, I will be at Mesquite, Nevada, at the Casablanca
here
Casino.
we go with this fucking shit.
The Casablanca Casino this Friday night. Saturday night, I'm at the
Wait. Are you going to the Mesquite Casino in Casablanca?
Yeah.
Sounds very romantic.
The Casablanca Casino in Mesquite, Nevada. It's right by Utah.
Do they have as much intrigue and as
it's like Hicks
Right
joint.
by Vegas.
you've been
fucking fucking Humphrey Bogart is hauling over in his grave, thinking about your fucking gig at the Casablanca joint at the.
Saturday night, I'm at the Hollywood Improv, and then I'm at the Haha at 10:30 in North Hollywood.
Been there.
Dime Bar every Monday and Tuesday. Next Saturday night, I'm in Pico Rivera at the Iguana Lounge. Then I'm at the Hollywood Laugh Factory on the 22nd, Wednesday, the 23rd at the Long Beach Laugh Factory. Mandalay Bay, Friday the 24th, in Vegas.
When are you gonna get a hesitancy at one of these places?
I would love to.
You
South
would love
Point
to.
Casino in Las Vegas. And then March 1st, I will be doing comedy with Dean Thomas and Mike Pyle at the Stratosphere in Vegas at the Stratosphere.
That's gonna be a heel humdinger.
Calgary, Alberta, March 14th to the 21st at the Comedy Cave in Calgary. And then San Diego, the 22nd, March 22nd. And then the Comedy Palace, 24th to the 24th, 25th.
Where's the Comedy
March.
Palace at?
It's in San Diego.
It sounds nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Is that okay with you?
No, it sounds okay. The
Nice.
Comedy Palace.
When are you going to do stand-up?
I've already did that. I've been there. I destroyed it last time, and they
At the
didn't want to
MMA
have
Awards.
me back at the MMA Awards because I went about 30-minute overtime. But look, the
You don't
people.
say.
I gave the people what they wanted.
They held up the sign saying 2 minutes. They kept going, peace, peace, back to them.
But
oh, you're
because,
telling me
look,
peace. You're telling
when
me
the kids, with the crowd out there was hungry for what I had to say, and they was dying out there. I was living up there, but the people was dying. I was killed. Okay, I'm not gonna listen to some who the fuck is that guy that produced? You don't know comedy,
Dave.
Okay, I know what the fuck I was talking about, but that's why I didn't came back. But that's okay.
Yes. All right.
It's no sweat off my balls.
No sweat off your balls. Okay, if you liked our podcast, you can tip us at Tip a Fighter. We are on American Icon Autographs, AIASE.com. Thank you, Josh Barnett. Thank you, Heather
My
Jo
pleasure.
Clark.
Thank you.
Thank you, Renato. Thank you, James Vick. And thank you, Rowdy Beck. Rowdy Beck and Gabby will be at a street fight outside of Lions Gym.
I can't wait. You know what? You should have done a double.
But I think she doesn't Rowdy Beck have to beat up like 10 underlings.
Yeah, of
Before you
course.
get to-
But they come. And
Oh,
you
it's
get
the guy
a
with the
whip.
knife.
You get a whip or a bat
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one. Like Bad Dudes, they also have that
Yeah.
game.
Thank you, Joe the Kid Perez. Ween Dog Radio. He has a podcast.
Ween Dog didn't do shit.
What?
Ween Dog didn't do shit. He come in the last second.
Yeah.
class today. It's first day of school.
Listen, Wiener Dog.
Ween Dog
School,
Radio.
at 3:00, I'm gonna rape you.
What?
Wiener Dog. You never saw Walk Through the Dollhouse.
Oh.
Never mind.
Odd salons? Oh, yeah. I did not think you were. I didn't. Okay.
Exactly. You always underestimate your uncle and I,
Thank
but
you
he know
guys
everything.
very much. Take care, guys.
You're welcome. Ciao. Mwah.